to the actual metal itself.
Yeah. I like it. I like that.
Did you want like any sort of like adornments or like extras on it, like gems or anything?
Not necessarily. If anything, one of the flowers one of the flowers for
The Claris that we were talking about.
yes,
Did you want the flower engraved, or did you want it melted down and imprinted into the metal?
I would say that an actual flower itself will be extraordinarily difficult to come by, but the design of it
Yeah.
you can put into it.
Okay.
So an engraving.
Yeah.
Yes.
A flower of isolier.
Okay, so I'll do an engraving.
I don't know exactly what it looks like yet either. I'll have to think about.
I was thinking more like imagine like a lily, like where the metal, like a weeping lily is. That's like has like colors like more like an ethereal aspect to it, tied into it and like more of the normal. Something that would signify it to be like extraordinary.
Yeah.
Like either like color, sheen, or something that's like from space, from like this or like the sky, like tying it all into like the universe. Like I see like silver with like black spots on it with like almost like
What do we call this flower?
It's the flower of isolier. I know that. Is that? But I like the idea of it being kind of lunar based. It's giving off a lunar glow. It's pretty.
It's 4 o'clock.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live?
We're live, baby. We're live at 4.
I'm glad I know that. I was gonna say something that.
Thanks for the heads up, DM.
What's going on?
I was gonna say something against TOS in the first 60 seconds.
Piano makes it hard to hear quiet talkers. Thank you for letting me know that.
Guess there's only one way to help is
Thanks, Jonathan.
Speak up.
Yeah, let me turn
Hello,
down.
Erd.
3 viewers. I'm one of them. God, I look like.
Okay, we'll keep the background.
See, this is
audio
what I'm saying.
there.
Like, I don't like to see myself on camera either, so we need to replace it with VTubers.
Dude, I'll do a VTuber model. You kidding me? Those things are like thousands now, I guess, or something.
We'll do a basic one. Basic ones for like a
I'm just
couple
gonna
hundred.
replace myself with a stick figure.
That'd be kind of nice.
That would be
the
funny.
stick figure. The stick figure is crazy. Okay, we'll try that audio level with the background stuff.
Oh, Miles, you
Yep.
changed the title on Twitch.
Oh, you're right.
What's the title?
Episode 1.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be something awful.
Let me see where to do that on here. Title.
I think you do it through Twitch.
Yeah.
I did it through here last time.
No, really?
I don't know how.
Just get a mod to do it.
All right, who are we
Mod?
modding?
Mod.
Erd's in chat. Mod Erd.
Erd would be a very trustworthy mod.
Hear that, Erd?
Stats, stream information. There it is.
He did an evil laugh. I'm not okay with this anymore.
Stream info updated. Hopefully that changes it.
Let me refresh and see. It did. We're good.
Beautiful. All right. Sweet.
Garai Svensson.
Is in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not populating for me.
It's
Shout
all
out, Garai. What's going on? I think it's like 3 a.m. there.
Yep.
So-
we had the same.
Thanks for tuning in.
I'm
It's
having
so good
deja
to
vu.
see you. It's so good to see you.
Welcome.
What was that, Henry?
Chat. Am I delayed then?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's a little delayed for me too.
How do you spell isolier? Isolier?
Isolier is
IS
IYE
IYE. There
SOLIER.
There we go.
Is it like sommelier?
A little bit.
Just no wine.
refresh, You know.
There's no wine. Just pure flower power.
Flower power.
Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are Sin City Chronicles. This is episode 2 of the Fractured Expanse campaign. We will start things off by doing a little intro around the table, character descriptions, who's playing who, what they look like. We'll do a little recap, and then we're jumping right into things today. So, Mr. Henry, we'll start with you.
Hey y'all, my name is Henry. I play the character Prawit. In this setting, there's a race of humanoid lobster folk, so that is what I am. Character description: basically a boring brown, muddy brown and red lobster that wears pretty basic clothing, but he comes in a pair, and his companion Mel is much more colorful in hues of brilliant whites, brilliant oranges and blues and whites with some reds. Unfortunately, he cannot talk. So, Stone.
My name is Stone. I'll be playing Ronus Fellwinter. In the setting, there are no Dragonborn, instead being replaced with Dragonkin, retaining their wings and ability to fly. He is a white Dragonkin, say about 6'2".
Can you move a little closer, just a tad?
Yeah. He has like golden yellow eyes, big horns curling back from his head, scale mail armor that's like a silvery gray with frost detailing in it. Christian?
I am playing Vess, short for Vesper, but just Vess. I guess I should tell who I am first, though. I am Christian. Vess is a younger human, which is, I guess not the most common race going around these parts. But he is, his eyes are bloodshot, he has a 5 o'clock shadow, and he constantly smells of alcohol. Some believe it's due to the tankard he has or how often he drinks. He's not quite sure. He just thinks it makes him smell more robust. But he wears the garbs of somebody that works on a crew. So a little bit worn down, a little bit grubby. And he is very tired right now.
Before we get started, Miles, should I start the counter?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Last session, I don't know if you guys had listened back. I said once every sentence at a minimum, and then if not once, multiple times per sentences. It was so bad, I could not listen. I listened to like an hour and a half, and then I couldn't anymore.
Well, you let us know.
Yeah. Chat, hold me accountable. I have here, I have crossed out to remind me. So it's time to lock in, chat. Thank you, guys. I am Miles. I'm DMing. Dude, that's so loud in there. It's
really?
so loud. Yeah, I actually have written too. No fidgeting or loud things. And there was one stream where I was doing
The pen clicking?
this over and over again, and it was like so loud in the background.
That was in our other game, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I'll be DMing. I play everybody else, and let's get into it.
You play everyone else.
Fuck, there it is. That was one. We start with a recap. We began our first session with introducing 3 of our party members. By the way, we are starting at level 0, and each of the party members has a profession. Ronus is a blacksmith. Prawit is a cook.
More or less.
He's cooking. Let him cook. And Vess is a spell scribe.
That is correct.
We are using the different professions from everything will be linked in the bio for all the different resources that we're using. So a huge shout out and thank you to everybody that has allowed us to use their content for creating this game. But one of the main materials that we're using for these different professions is the Kibbles crafting guide. So you'll find everything that we'll be doing with these level 0 characters there. But anyways, we start at level 0 in the world of the Fractured Expanse. Let me switch us over so we can see a little map. Let's see. It looks like it's not switching over. Let's see.
Dun dun. Dun
Technical
dun.
difficulties.
Miles, I'd like to point out that you wanted a maximum of 5 today, and you already reached it.
All right, time to cut stream. That's it. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah,
All right, chat. What's the punishment
Yeah.
for exceeding the limit?
To do the punishment, I don't think we can do it on Twitch. I think we got to go to Kick or Live Leak or something.
That's crazy.
Oh no!
Please join us
Actually-
on Instagram Live for what happens next.
It's always Facebook Live, man.
Is there a document that has all of the people like content that we're using? I can do a thank you for all of them while you're trying to figure this out.
That has all the content. Yeah, it should be in the.
Is it the third party assedations?
It's in third-party
Is it
supplements.
The white waste, Arctic Egyptian, and American folk.
It is all that
Okay.
stuff. But the YouTube video has everything in the description.
Okay,
The YouTube video from last time.
So check the description.
Yep.
I'm gonna find it.
Also check out our socials
Hang
on
on, guys.
Instagram and TikTok.
Hey guys, clearly we're
Sin City Chronicles.
Yeah, clearly we're new at this whole thing.
Yeah, it's just not picking up that window right there, which is strange because it did last time with no problem. There it is right there. Little midstream edit
Okay.
for things.
I think I found it. Hopefully, I get all of these while he's figuring that out. But we'd like to thank all of our creators that we've used material from, and we're going to be using material from. Currently going on in this campaign, one of them being The White Waste by Zerosius. Hopefully I am saying that right. If not, I'm sorry. You can send me pronunciation in chat, wherever you would like. But we'd like to give you a big shout out to that. We're also going to be using, as our DM said, KibblesTasty Homebrew Crafting Guide and Casting Compendium. A lot of things are going to be coming from that, so if you see any, let us know. If there's any that you really like, feel free to also tell us if there's any dynamics or anything that you'd be like, this is really cool, this stands out. We'd also like to be able to hear that. Also, moving on to our next one, The Dark Sun Terrors of the Desert by Torkenbuzz. Thank you very much for allowing us to be able to use yours. We would also like to thank Roll20, Roll20 tokens by Hellor Hero Next. Hellor Hero Next. Thank you for that, allowing us to be able to utilize your tokens for everything that we're going to be doing. We are also using some music that you'll be hearing in the background to help set tone, help set vibe, help set the scene. Those are going to be from RPG Musician Maker, RM D&D Music, as well as Alcacrab, which you can find all of those on YouTube. So feel free to check them out. Great resources to be able to use. We also have some digital battle maps, some maps that are actually copyrighted, so not everybody gets to use them, but we do, by Michael Labozery.
I would say everybody actually does get to use his maps.
Just kidding,
But
everybody.
He's allowed the internet to use his maps freely. He's a real G.
This is why we have a DM. He gets to keep us all in line and in check.
I think we should be good with the right
Okay.
window now. But thank you for the improv for filling that space. Hopefully this is coming up on stream well. I don't know why it wasn't catching that window. But yeah, thank you to everybody. Truly. So hopefully you should see a little map of the world that we're playing in. We began in the land of the Fractured Expanse. 3 players traveling along the northeastern coast of this continent off to the west here called Kavalak, which borders the Mad Sea. Kavalak is a vast, arid, desert wasteland with a constantly changing, tumultuous environment. Old, rich history of a long-forgotten human empire. But our 3 players began on a small trading vessel called the Malvern. I call it a coaster because it just hops from coastal town to coastal town trading wares. On the Mad Sea, that is still an extremely dangerous profession, just traveling the coast, but that is the least dangerous thing that you could be doing while traversing this very crazy, difficult, and ancient sea. We began with the sun setting, and the crew of the Malvern had just recently acquired some magical items from their most recent trade. One of these crew members is our own player, Vez, and 2 were traveling aboard the Malvern for their own different reasons, heading northeast to a city at this peninsula here. But along the ways, something unexpected had happened. A rogue current and a contraption that one of the crewmates had built to auto-steer the ship, a combination of both, had veered the vessel off course pretty drastically, and the ship crashed into an island that hadn't previously been known to any charts. The captain had briefly said that this is something that isn't extremely rare. New islands kind of popping up along the coast of the Mad Sea. It happens, but she had never seen anything like what you guys had seen. A island that had the composition of a coral reef that was still alive. Most notably, you guys saw kelp forests on the island that looked like they were still swaying in an ocean current that was not there above the water. The island was decorated with these different, strange and twisting coral trees, and the ground itself, the coral, all the seagrasses, everything was alive. I think someone did an Arcana check to see what the vibe was of the island, and it was clear that there was something pulsing through everything. All of it was a living thing. And the ship needed time for repair. It wasn't high tide, and there was some time that needed to be had before the ship could be repaired in time for high tide to come, to make an escape. So you guys have a moment here, and you debarked the Malvern just to see what was around it, and you guys had discovered they were carved of coral, some coral-like pillars that encased something. They had some intricate carvings on the outside. You guys couldn't really discern what, other than they were very, very old. And some of them were cracked ajar with some slimy substance lining the inside, and footprints in the shape of a Y running off away from the stone pillars, the coral pillars. That's exactly where we left off, looking at something that had emerged from these pillars and run off into the coral hill landscape of the now twilight sky of this strange island.
So I want to make sure I understand. These pillars, are they carved as if they're similar to the ones like in our world, like Greek and Roman pillars, or are they just more ragged, or what do you mean, like made of coral?
It's like, imagining a pillar similar to our world, but it is completely carved of coral.
Okay, so it's more colorful and stuff like that?
Yeah, because a lot of the coral seems alive. The landscape is very, very vibrant with a lot of different pastel colors. the coral here has that same sort of color and shape to what you would just see in a coral reef, but it's very clearly distinct from all the innately growing coral trees of sorts that are scattered around this landscape. It's very particularly, circular and jutting out of the land.
I think Prawit's gonna approach one of them that's cracked open and get as close as he can and kind of stick his head in. If he had a nose, he would be sniffing around like,
Yeah.
he's putting his antenna all in there, and he's gonna put his big, bulky, brown and red spotted claw and just feel around. What's up?
Okay. So you think you'll be joining, because you guys are still right over there. I think the captain's right over there with you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Let me switch over here. I'll drag your character. Henry. Yeah, there's Ronis. There's... Where's Mel?
Mel, I told to stay below decks.
Okay.
Although if we start getting the move on, I'm definitely gonna get Mel. He'll
Okay.
definitely want to see this.
Okay. Let me give Mel a little nameplate. Bang. Mel will stay on the ship right now. You can see through a porthole his little eyes and his antenna. He's just watching. So yeah, you guys are looking at the footprints that had led off. Probably you go ahead, inspect. Are you looking for anything? Or you're just feeling around. You're just sticking your claw in there and seeing what you feel.
The second thing you said.
Okay. Similar to what you two had experienced last session, where I think one of you maybe took a sword out or a dagger or something and just kind of scraped the slime that was coating the inside. You do the same. Probably you feel just this viscous layer of slime inside in the coral pillar. You don't take any damage or anything from feeling it.
I'm gonna take the tip of my claw and get a little and taste it.
Oh God.
What does it taste like?
Taste it. All right, give me a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
First roll of the game.
Constitution is all right.
First roll.
That's a 12 in total.
Don't eat the foreign slime.
12 in total. Okay. I start combat music. No.
We now fight you. It has a mind controlling attribute.
Okay, you feel yourself about to hurl, but you don't. You keep it in. It tastes extremely foul. The only way to describe it would be if you had really off supplies that you carry with you to cook with, and you just ate some like really off food, but something that had been off for years.
Okay, well, I might be able to ferment this. Can I scrape some into a jar?
You surely can. Yeah, whatever you have in your starting supplies, I'm sure you have some sorts of vials in there, or with your cooking supplies, you can like put it in a pan or one of the jars you keep your different ingredients in.
All right,
for
sure. Maybe it'll be like a reagent or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go.
Ronus is just looking at him, just. Ugh. What are you doing?
While that's going on,
It could be
this is
useful.
wondering if he can pick up these coral, what look like to be almost coffins,
Would you want to
to
pick up?
bring it onto the ship.
Would you
to
want to
take
pick up one of the open ones?
Yes, one of the open ones first.
Just two open ones, and then there's 2 open ones, and then 3 unopened ones.
Yeah, so the open ones we're gonna try first to see if he can lift one of those, and then he's gonna try one of the unopened ones.
Okay. You give me a strength check.
Strength check it is.
Raw
I would
strength
like
check.
to help him.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you guys squat down, use your back, and
Yeah.
you see if you can.
Use your back.
Yeah, you pull your
You
back.
squat
out.
down, throw it back.
Throw it back on the coral island.
It would be a pretty dope place to have a
strength?
party.
It would be.
18.
Wow.
18 as well.
Wow. Okay. It's very heavy, but you guys are able to. It's not only heavy, but it's lodged into the ground as if the reef and grasses that you're standing on have grown around it. So you guys are having to like really dislodge it. At one point, like maybe you get your sword in there, and you just start freeing up the space at its base, and then you're able to together get it off the ground a little bit. But you're straining to lift it up.
To the ship before I throw up.
I'm trying.
Okay. You guys walk across the landscape. Some of you guys like maybe like
Billy!
slipping on the coral a little bit.
Billy, a rope. Throw a rope, Billy.
And I'd say you get over to the ship. You get to the ship, and near the, let's see, that would be the back of the ship where numbers is. That's where all the damage is. You guys, where are you setting it? You're trying to get it.
We're telling Billy to throw down a rope to create a pulley system to pull this thing up.
Okay. So Willie will come from below deck. Why'd you look at me when I said that?
What do you
Is his
mean?
name Billy or Willie?
It's Willie.
Oh, Willie.
It's Willie.
I called him Billy. I'm sorry, Cat.
It's the crew. The crew is Willie, old man Willie, old human. Don't know his age, but very leathery skin. Captain Sky, she is looks like a middle-aged human. There is Drexy, the dragonkin, and then Numbers, the Dreamborn.
I have written in my notes here that Captain Sky's death touch. Was that incorrect?
That's not incorrect. She is a death touched. And I guess every race can be death touched. So yeah, she's human that is death touched.
Okay.
That has that sickly aura about her. A very pale, sickly aura. You two walking it to the side of the boat. Captain Sky is gonna come out from around the side of the ship where all the damages are. Yes, what are you doing?
We don't know if we can sell this. It's
What
really
is that?
heavy. It's whatever the thing was in. I don't know what was
Thing?
in it, but something came out of it. Look, there's engravings on it. We could sell this for phenomenal money.
Come over, take a look at it. She'll give it a little check.
We could just imagine the amount of money we could make from this.
I think it was a high enough check, but let me see.
Willie, the rope, Willie.
She got pretty much the same as you guys. She'll run her hands along the engravings along the side of the pillar. She'll look inside. All right. The empty ones only.
Why the empty ones only?
I like to take risk, but not that much risk.
We got ropes. Tie it closed.
We don't even know what's inside yet.
That's the best part. You imagine who's gonna buy it.
We have some time on the island. Maybe if we can see what was inside, then I might change my mind.
Captain, we're gonna go try finding what was inside anyways. We don't want to waste time though. We don't know how long this island's gonna be here.
No, we don't. It's gonna take.
I rolled to persuade.
Okay.
That is a nat 1, and I have a -1, I'm pretty sure. So,
A
for my
zero.
persuasion. So,
0 persuasion.
Yes.
Look.
Yes, so I have a -1, 0.
Whatever that is, we can take it. We can take it to Onahaya. But whatever's inside of the other ones, I'm not touching that, putting it aboard the Malvern until we know what is inside of those.
Fine.
Willie? He'll start fastening some ropes to try to get it on board. The numbers were saying that we're going to be here for at least 8 hours. He needs time to repair the ship, and she pulls out this device this circular, ornately carved silver device where it tracks the different cycles of the 2 moons. And she's like spinning around, turning it. High tides won't be until around then as well. So we're going to be here for a minute. The guild, usually, anytime there's a new island, they like us to chart, get as much information as possible so all the charts can be updated. If you're going to go out and see what those footprints are, just be careful. But chart it, please. Write down where you go on the island. Even if it looks like 2-year-old did it. That'll be something.
Prawit is going to go like this, out on the beach or on the coral shore or whatever, to Mel in the porthole, trying to get his attention to come out here.
Okay. You'll see movement.
Okay.
You'll see movement. You'll emerge from below deck while the captain's talking to you guys. Let's see. He'll come up, and the captain will say, "So, you two are going off? You gonna take a look at things?
We can go investigate.
All right.
Vess is trying to catch his breath right now, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll go check it out."
Numbers and I will stay with the ship, get things nice and repaired. Drexy, Willie, when you're done here, getting that aboard the ship, it looks like we lost a little bit of food in the crash. I need somebody just to go hunt, get us something to eat. Maybe if you two are out, you see anything, get us a bite. Don't know what lives here. Definitely don't feed us whatever the hell is in those things, please. But if you see something normal, some fish, some crabs, anything, just grab them.
Understood.
But write everything down. And just scream, maybe, if you're in trouble. Come a-running. Don't have the money for sending stones or anything like that, so just use your voice. Be loud.
Just scream.
Give it a good scream. Mel will... He's going to see Willie fastening the pillar about, and he's just going to kind of look and then jump down. And he's going to go ahead and do his lobster walk over to you.
Hey, Mel, look at that. What do you think of that?
He will stick his head in as far as he can into the pillar and get like this close to the slime.
That's what I thought. I took some of it. Smell this, too. Isn't that nice? Let me tell you something. It doesn't taste very good. But I think, put in the right ingredients, I think maybe you could do some, like, fermented soybean type thing. No one's ever had a fermented coral recipe. I don't know. You could be the first ones, Mel. It's you and me, you know what I mean? I'm going to start walking towards the footsteps, where the footsteps are leading.
You said it didn't taste good, and he immediately goes to taste it himself. He throws up. Mel pukes.
Oh, it's all right, Mel. Don't.
Oh, whatever
it's
a
okay.
lobster throwing up looks like, he just kind of like arches his back a little bit.
He does like what cats do with hairballs.
Yeah, he's getting it out.
Don't worry, Mel. We'll find a use for it.
Puts his lobster claws in the ground just to give himself some support.
Oh, Mel.
And his hand emerges out from the claw, wipes his mouth.
That's the most you've used your mouth in years. Let's go.
A confused couple of clicks, and you two will begin looking at the tracks there. I know you two are also taking a look at that stuff. You carried everything over. Willie's going to try to get it on ship, but he's like, he has a couple ropes fastened around it. You see, though, he's pulling with all of his might. Every sinewy muscle in his frail old body is his legs are extended against the side of the ship, and he's using all of his weight trying to pull it up. It's a little hard, Captain. And He's trying. He will be trying. You have 8 hours, so hopefully he figures out a way to get that thing.
We're gonna come back,
More
and
rope,
his
Willie.
biceps are gonna be torn. His quads
Yeah.
are gonna be torn.
It's the workout, Captain.
More rope, Willie. More rope.
So why isn't the giant numbers guy, who's partially mechanical, helping?
He's fixing the ship right now.
Okay.
He's assessing all the damages on the side, and with his artificery, and I think he also has proficiency in carpentry. He's trying to fasten a way to.
All right,
fix
fair
these
enough.
holes.
I was just
Can I
curious.
ask Drexy to help him lift it?
Yeah. You could see that she was just watching him do it
Yeah.
Oh.
out of pure entertainment,
Drexy, come on.
hovering above him.
He's who knows how old.
Fine.
You could lift it up by yourself if you wanted.
She'll go down and start to help him.
So, these footsteps. Last time you said they were in a Y shape.
Indeed. Indeed. They're probably about the size of your guys' like the palm of a normal human hand.
The palm of a normal human hand, but
Okay.
on the ground.
Yep.
Well, shoot, I'll walk. Prawit and Mel will clutter along the corals. I feel like this is actually where we might belong. Maybe we should just start living here.
Are you guys all
Make
going
fun.
together?
Yeah.
I'll catch up to Prolette.
Okay.
What do your lobster eyes see?
Oh, I'll tell you what my lobster mouth tastes, and it's not very good. I put it in a vial, but if you want to try it, you can.
Can you drink it?
Well, you
Is it-
could.
Alcohol?
No, it's not alcohol. It's like, imagine.
I'm not interested.
No, don't imagine. It's pretty bad.
I believe you.
The sun has already set. It is twilight now. The sky grows a little bit darker, but you can still see the silhouette of the landscape in front of you. I don't remember who has night vision here, if anyone.
I don't think that I do.
Am I?
I mean, night vision or.
Or dark vision.
Okay. I have neither.
Who's got night vision goggles?
Am I? No. I technically don't. I'm not a cleric yet. So no, I do not yet.
Okay.
I also do not.
I believe in your starting supplies, though, you guys should have
Torch.
some torches. Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
torch. I hold torch,
Okay. You hold torch.
and I'm drinking as I do it.
You begin to light your torch as what remains of the daylight. You can see the landscape stretch out a bit in front of you guys, the silhouette of all those different coral-like trees. I imagine them to just look like trees without leaves or any kind of other decorating aspects to them. They just look like these jagged pillars with outstretching arms. And when you get closer to them, some of them have like sea grasses that sway in this breeze that you do not feel. And then there are the different strands of kelp forest that just stream up maybe 15, 20 feet. You see that along with a landscape that rises out in front of you. You could each give me, if whoever wants to be perceiving in the distance of what's to come, and then whoever wants to be tracking. Some people can give me perception checks. Others you can give me survival or nature to track what's on the ground and see what you can follow and find.
I'll use the survival.
Okay.
Survival
I'll do
check.
perception.
I'm gonna do arcane. I'm gonna see if there's any like magical residue in these tracks that we're
Okay.
doing that I'm able to like track or something like that.
Got it.
Survival check is 11.
11.
Natural 20.
Wow. Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
You'll see.
That was my first roll.
You'll see. Wow. That's a really good wow.
Critical fail.
Wow.
That's 2 nat ones in a row.
Okay.
You had 2 last session too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you're able to see where the tracks are going for a little bit. The different landscape that these tracks are spread out across is this twisting mishmash of different corals and sand that has that pattern along the ocean floor, what looks like ripples. There is a lot of different, like sea urchins and grasses. So sometimes the steps are put in places where the flora has consumed what the step was, but then you're able to quickly find where it resumes. And you follow that for a little bit. The slime is left over as a residue in some of the footprints, but you're not gaining any kind of sense of if there's something innately magical about the creatures or the slime that they possess.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but you do smell how awful it is. And then what Prawit was saying about how it tasted comes to mind. It's like, yeah, this probably tastes really bad.
I'm going to look at him and be like, you ate this?
So in these tide pools or whatever, I just want you to know that I'm going to be picking up the urchins and putting them in my bag as we go.
Okay.
Maybe at the end we can roll for how many urchins.
We can do like a forage check at the end of the travel. The nat 20 perception check. As you guys begin walking along, the torch light not growing extremely important yet for visibility, because you can still see a bit of the outline of the landscape in front of you. You can see details about 80 feet out before the setting sun and the light start to consume the rest of the landscape. And up on one of the hills, Ronis, you see a couple of the coral trees, their silhouette against the setting light, and there's a humanoid figure standing beneath one of these coral trees. You see something with very long legs and a kind of twisted, thin torso with abnormally long arms. And you see that it's reached up towards one of the branches of the coral. And its back is turned towards you, so you just see a very pale flesh. It's a creature of almost skin and bone. And it has this wired, clumpy black hair that's long, stretching down towards its back. You see its hand reached up towards the coral, fingers of different lengths and sizes, and you feel uncertain about what you see next. It's almost as if you're back home looking out over the desert expanse and seeing a mirage, where something in the nature of the tree in his hand just kind of shakes. The air around it warbles, and you see the end of a branch of this tree start to twist in on itself.
I think as soon as I start seeing this event transpire, I'm going to very low tone to both Pra and Vess. Hey, stay quiet. Look, I'm gonna point up to it.
What, do you think they're friendly?
No, it looks pretty creepy to be friendly.
So you guys look around to also see where he's clocking, kind of scanning that ridge to see if there's anything else, and you lose sight for a second of the thing. Where your eyes are scanning the hill, and amongst the different seagrass that is growing out of this coral, you're able to find it again, where the grass is quickly parting, as it looks like the creature has gotten down on all fours and is running through the grass in a zigzag pattern towards you guys.
Shit.
I'm going to wave.
I'm gonna look at him just confused, and then I'm gonna draw my shield and hammer.
That's us yelling. That's the cue, right? Something's happening. So that is the cue.
Okay, you're waving. and
Fuck
you
is that
draw your
thing?
weapons.
I'm
You're yelling.
I drop the jug and I'm grabbing the glaive.
Okay. So, give me. What's your passive? I have your passive perceptions actually.
Went
Do I
to
have any
14.
Do I have any spells at this point? No. huh?
Indeed. Yeah, 14, 15, and yours is 14. Oh, I thought yours was 12. Yours is 14.
Yeah, because I have proficiency.
Oh shoot! All you guys have very high passive perceptions. So you see the creature runs down the hill towards you guys, and you see it jut behind one of the coral rocks that is maybe 50 feet away from you, and it just sticks its head a little bit out from the rock, where you just see like forehead and the clumpy hair. You see the hands stretched out over the rock as it looks like it's hiding a little bit.
I'm gonna lower. I'm not gonna sheath my hammer and shield. I'm gonna lower them to my side.
I want to do a perception check. There was 2 coffins that were open, right?
There were...
I am looking for the other one.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I'd like to do an insight check
Oh.
on this creature.
Okay.
What?
21.
Okay. Let's see what we get for insight here. 21 is very high.
Not very good. 9.
9. Okay. 21 perception check. You look around and not with your eyes but with your ears. Some location a bit behind that hill where the creature was, you hear the sounds of some other creature, some other movement through brush and through the coral. You don't know what it would be, but you pick up like a very faint sound
Okay.
of something.
How long did it take for that other one, the first one, to get to us?
To run down the hill a bit, it moved very quickly.
What would you say its speed was?
Like a
You could give
50
a
to 60 feet per
nature check to discern maybe what that would be.
Yeah, I got
With
this.
your insight, it would be you're sensing an extreme hesitation, almost like a fear.
So nature. So that's a 1 minus 2 for -1.
It teleported. It could have teleported there, for
Alright.
all you know. It moved fast, but who knows how fast?
It looks
Maybe it wasn't even up on the hill to begin with.
I'm just
Maybe
gonna-
Ronis was just seeing things.
I'm just gonna look at it and be like, wow, that is fast. That is fast, guys.
You sense the fear and hesitation, and as it shows itself a little bit more, the face of this creature, it doesn't have a face. What you're able to catch in the now dim light of your torch, it just has flesh. All of it wet and slimy. It's just a face of skin.
Well, guys, what are
That-
we gonna do about this?
Give it.
Moves.
Give
and
it
then
one
it
of your
gets-
barnacle things.
darts back behind.
Well,
the
my
rock.
barnacle thing. What do you mean a barnacle thing?
The things that you
Those
eat.
are ingredients.
Give it some. See if it eats it.
It's almost scared.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it a barnacle. I'll take a barnacle from my bag and I'll chuck it in between us, more towards it than us.
Okay.
Deshelled or whatever. I don't know. I don't eat barnacles in real life. Oh, no, I'll just throw the barnacle raw dog it.
Okay. You throw the barnacle out. You could give me a animal handling.
Can I help him?
Oh, I got this.
You-
I'm actually good at animal handling.
We're gonna make it better. You get advantage, right?
Yeah. You could give
I
me
get
the-
advantage.
But
Okay.
how will you help him?
Yeah.
I will take out some like jerky provisions, and I'll give it to him as well.
Add it to the mix?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm essentially on watch duty. If anything goes south, I'm
There to
just
whack.
waiting. Yeah.
That's a 17 total.
Okay. So you'll see it takes you're waiting there for a couple of moments. And at that point Drexy will fly over. She has her sword in hand, shield. She lands down next to you guys. What is happening?
Hold on.
What
hold
is
on.
going
Hold on,
on?
we might have made a friend. So I just
Friend?
threw a. There's two of them we think, but like we just threw a barnacle and we're waiting.
You made friend.
Well, it was to be seen.
And she looks over and sees the creature behind the rock. Kind of jumps a little bit. What is that?
I whispered to Drexy.
Well, that's the friend.
Or a pet. We'll find out.
She
We-
takes a deep breath, and the little creature, after a moment, looking very quickly, grabs the barnacle, peels it open, and you see this orifice emerge from under the flaps of skin, where
Oh.
these strange, jagged, coral-like teeth just... And it is looking around. It doesn't have eyes, but you can see it just moving its head around, and then it kind of turns its head towards you guys.
So
By the
I'm gonna
gods,
test something.
We should kill this
I-
fucking thing.
You guys
I-
are about 40 to 50 feet away right
I
now.
want to pick up like a small rock,
Okay.
and I want to throw it like 30 to 40 feet to my right,
Okay.
and I want to see if it responds to that.
You can go ahead.
Essentially,
Find a
I'm,
little pebble.
I'm trying to see if it's blind.
You toss out the rock, and you'll see that exactly where the rock lands, it'll look over, and then it'll look back at you, still with its head turned,
No,
and
it
nibbling
has
on
eyes,
this. You don't see any eyes.
Oh.
And then it kind of finishes with the barnacle, and then it'll back up a little bit, slowly towards the rock.
You know, Mel, follow me. I think this thing's harmless. Let's just go. I think he's, we should give him his space. All right, I'm gonna start walking.
You see he was starting to flank and get like a different perspective of the creature, but you say that and he'll come back around towards
Wait, you want to go? You want to go to it, Mel?
And he'll kind of...
What does that mean, Mel? I'm gonna go up to Mel. I'm just gonna follow Mel. Wherever he goes, I'm gonna go.
Mel points over at the creature and points down to your vial. Shrugs his shoulders.
Do lobsters have shoulders?
This one does.
This one does.
Wait,
Shrugs
guys.
his carapace.
Guys, I think this thing came from the pillars. Guys,
That's a reasonable guess.
We may be able to get it onto the ship without having to carry one of those heavy,
wait, why do we want it on the
heavy
ship?
caskets.
Vess, what are you trying to
Wait,
do?
what are
with
we
this
looking for,
Guys.
guys?
Did it harm you?
We can
thing? Not yet.
we can
Well, no.
sell this.
Why did you yell like that? You yelled like you were being hurt.
Why are we?
We, do you see this
Hey, I
fucking
didn't
thing,
yell.
Drexy?
You yelled so loud.
I
Drexy,
point
I
to
didn't
it
yell.
and I'm like looking at Drexy now and I'm like, Drexy,
I mean, it is scary looking.
Drexy,
Look
what are you
at
talking
it.
about? He did not yell.
He yelled so loud though. You didn't hear that?
Why are we trying to sell it? We don't know what this thing could do.
You're trying to
yeah,
sell.
we should probably kill it. Do
I'm
you
not
see
trying
this
to sell-
thing? Does this look natural to
So
you?
now you're saying to kill it. You just said you wanted to sell it.
Well, sell it or kill it.
Guys, I think
Those
we
are the
should-
two options.
Never mind.
You can eat it.
Well, I'm not hungry, but thanks.
We just gotta kill it first.
It did not attacking you, so I don't know why you scream so loud.
Yeah, guys, let's just go. Let's just go
Custodians
look at this tree or
above.
whatever it's trying
Drexy.
to touch. We'll take a look at it later.
If it attacks you, go back and yell again. She's gonna go ahead, fly off.
She pisses me off so much.
So what else do we see besides this thing? What else is of interest in the immediate area?
All of the flora looks strange and submerged.
Okay.
Everything still is moving with a sway as if it's in the ocean, because there's very little breeze right now. That is the oddest thing, but it's just anything that like if you went scuba diving and just saw the pastel color alive reefs, that is what you see around you. There's no other interesting creature in sight, and if you guys are turning your attention away towards the creature, you're going to see it back up a little bit, but you see it within the extent of where your light goes, and it is just kind of hovering there.
I want to get an aerial view of the landscape, so I'm going to fly up like 30 or 40 feet.
I want to do a history check on this thing.
Okay, rip a history check. You fly up, and as you fly up, you hear Drexy saying to herself as she flies off, "That is a really weird creature," and she flies away. What did you roll for history?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
What is
Off
with
of the
your
nat ones?
What is with your rolls today?
Oh,
That's
no.
crazy.
My dice is only weighted to
Natural
1s and
20.
20s
Yeah,
right now. So.
This campaign is you're the extremes. I don't even know what to say on a natural 20. for this
Drunk
thing.
performance at its best.
Yeah. A natural 20. Okay. Natural 20.
We could do this first, what he's doing, and then you can come back to me.
You stumped the DM.
Nice. Good time to have a drink.
Yeah.
With a... All right. This is going to be a conditional natural 20.
That's totally fine.
The condition is dependent upon what else you gather about this island while you're on it. And then I'll allow your character can draw some conclusions about things.
That's okay. I like it.
But that natural 20 will enable you, depending on what you kind of see and find and choose to look at, it'll give you some deeper insight than anyone else will have about what this place might be.
Okay.
About the creature itself, it's clear that, with the feet that you see on it, this thing came from the pillar. What you said earlier was right, that those were coffins and that this was a buried creature inside of that. Mm-hmm. And now it seems to be some sort of not necessarily mummified, creature, but it's clearly was dead, is now not. Mm-hmm. But that is the extent of what I will say right now.
I like it.
And then what was the other check here?
I'm just overlooking the aerial landscape of
Okay.
anything. See if I see anything of like interest there. Maybe if I could see like the second one off in the distance. So I guess it would just be a general perception check.
Yeah, give me a perception check. This will be... Give me one normally, and then one with disadvantage, because that one's going to be for the really long distance one, since it's getting really dark now.
Okay. Okay. For the regular one, that's a 19.
Okay.
And for the disadvantage one, that's a 10.
Okay. For the regular one in the immediate vicinity, you see that the coral trees and the kelp forest start to get thicker as you guys progress to the island. You can see the borders, the extent of the island nearby you guys, and it seems to be quite small. You can see the ocean and beaches on both sides of you wrap around where the Malvern shipwrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Stretching out into the distance, there's a silhouette of something on the horizon that differentiates from the different coral trees in the kelp forest. You can't make out what the figure or thing is.
Okay.
But it's clear there's some other kind of structure out there.
I'm going to fly back down.
Okay.
I'm going to say, whatever this island is, it's small. It's not large. I could see the borders of it, but there's some sort of thing off in the distance. Do you think we should go for it?
Oh, well, yeah.
So we check it out. Thing's probably gonna be following us.
If you're still looking at the footprints, some veered off to the direction, top of the hill, where the creature ran down from, and some continue off into the island. The tree, as you're looking, Ronis, that the creature was by and that you saw twist and warp into an infinitesimally small point, looks completely normal.
What the?
What?
That creature did something to that tree. It almost like warped it. And
This tree?
I'm gonna point off to it. And now it looks normal?
So it did something but didn't do something.
I don't know what the hell's happening here.
Well, when I don't understand something, I just give up. So I think we should. What was this thing you wanted to go to?
Ness is gonna turn around and look at you, and he's gonna be like, "You're my type of person."
Sometimes that's the only thing you can do is give up. Mel knows.
Looking around, kind of rapidly.
Gods, I hate you both.
You want a drink?
No, I don't drink. I'm sober, thanks.
That could
Gotta
change.
keep this mind working tip-top shape,
Mel, you want a drink?
Oh, God.
Mel's gonna drink.
Let him.
You see he's looking around, and you notice him kind of rapidly looking around. You see what he's looking for, and you don't see the creature anymore.
Okay.
And he'll go ahead and kind of like with bug eyes, grab it. And
Well, slow down there, Mel. Slow down.
a lot of it will just kind of pour out onto the carapace, but some of it gets in.
I'm gonna give me that. I'm gonna take it back.
Take it back, and
Wasting him out.
he shakes his antenna, and he just gives you a nod.
All right.
He's a featherweight, isn't he?
You're about to see.
Oh, God.
And then he
lobster.
kind of continues looking around, but just kind of accepts the fact that he can't see the creature anymore.
All right. So then we're going to this thing that you saw?
I guess.
Sure. Let's go.
Does anybody have, I guess, parchment or anything to be writing down anything about the island,
I
sketching
does.
it or whatever as you guys go?
I do as well.
I cannot write.
Oh, yeah,
I can.
you got claws.
I will. I'll do it. I'll be doing it in the back.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I would say I probably have like an apparatus that I like attach to my arm so I can hold a torch and still do it as I go.
Mm.
So
I like that.
part of like the spell scribing aspect,
I like
trying
that.
to like get more, trying to, break the norm. So
Okay. You'll start taking notes about what you
Yeah.
see and kind
every
of
10
roughly-
I'm doing a line. So
Okay.
doing, like,
You
10
doing a
paces.
line?
Yeah, to like signify signify distances.
That's crazy.
It's got that dust. Yeah, coral dust. All right, so you guys progress through the landscape. Your 10 on survival only takes you so far though, to where you lose sight of where the tracks go.
Was it a 10?
It was a 10.
Okay.
And then you do get to a point though where you see the tracks start to disappear in some direction, and then you see the tracks of another creature emerge and go off in a different direction.
Another creature as in another of the same type or a totally different type of creature?
Completely different footprints.
Okay. So we could
These
either
look like weird hooves.
so
almost.
we could either track this hooved animal or we could go to describe it again. What's your name?
Ronus.
Ronis. Yeah, can you say Ronis?
Mhm.
Can you describe it again what you saw? Can't forget that name.
The,
Ronis.
like, the building, like, the structure off in the distance? Or the tree?
Ronus.
Yeah.
Ronus.
Ronis.
Are we gonna smack Bess upside the head because he's the only one I really know right now? You said the structure, right?
And
Well,
if everybody
yeah.
could just get a
Okay.
little closer too. Looking
Um,
at levels.
yeah. I didn't see much of him, more of just a silhouette.
So is that you think that's more fun and interesting than the hoofed animal, or what do you think? Because I know that the captain told us to, write all this stuff, but I can't write. I'm just, let's have some.
Don't worry,
Fun,
that's what I'm here
right?
for.
Why not do both? We have time.
Well, you can. I can't write, so I'm just having fun. It's my priority here.
Don't worry,
Well-
I'm pretty proficient at this writing thing.
Where do we want to go?
Okay, to the structure. Ronus.
Rowanus. We're calling this the Island of Nis.
All right, so then we'll abandon the hoofed tracks, I suppose.
Okay, you see the hoof tracks kind of go off in one direction. It is a normal hoof, kind of looks like a horse, but it's like two of them combined together, almost making a Venn diagram of hoof that trails off. And you guys kind of go in the direction of where you saw that structure on the horizon. It's getting a lot darker now, and the torches become the only source of light as the night sky is enshrouded by a bit of a layer of fog.
Can I light some torches in the path that we're going? I have 10 torches.
10? You can do whatever you want with those 10.
Okay. So about probably every 20 to 30 feet, I'm going to have one of the torches.
Okay.
And I'm going to maybe further. I don't know exactly distance-wise of this island, but far enough to where we can see the light of it from with our current situation. So kind of like the ability to have a path back to where we came and where we went.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. Are you guys proceeding stealthily, or how are you guys proceeding?
I'm going to do whatever they do.
I'm not going stealthily unless told otherwise.
yeah, I'm going carefully to where I can actually still maintain notes of the terrain and everything.
Gotcha. So you guys are keeping a pretty slow pace,
Mhm.
so you can write while
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
progressing.
I'm taking point. I still have my weapons out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys proceed walking quite carefully through this strange land, and you're placing those torches at every instance you can where you start to see the light of the last one you place fade.
Mm-hmm.
As you
Yes.
progress walking through
Nice
the
point in chat. Stealthy flames.
stealthy flames,
But quiet flames.
no sign of the creature that you've seen as you progress walking through the landscape. The terrain, you have to, climb up a couple different hills at some point, descend. The coral it makes for a very jagged walking experience where you're kind of having to watch every step.
Mm-hmm.
There are some patches of seagrass, though, or sand that make terrain a little bit easier to navigate. Mel, at some point, while you are sketching out where you guys are going, Mel gets a little distracted by this plant that is about 12 feet tall that has a variety of very thick vines at its base, and it sort of twists up to very thin vines that strand down
Good
and
catch,
just
Mel.
kind of hang.
I'm now using that as a
And-
reference point.
That was a structure that you just kind of saw silhouetted against the torchlight, and then he walks up and approaches it, and you see that he's kind of just looking up at it.
Okay, I'll join him. So you said it was you described the bottom of it as being very thick vines that then go vertically and spiral off into thinner vines. Is it like a tree type of thing, or?
Yeah, all the thick vines twist together
Okay, I
to
see.
create a trunk, and then they all branch off in 100 little strands.
Am I familiar with this tree as a cooking ingredient? Like the seeds or leaves or whatever oils or saps you can extract?
With this tree, I would say you've never seen this tree in your life. And you gain the sense that Mel is fascinated with it because he's also never seen anything like it before.
It's pretty cool, Mel.
And he'll go and reach out to touch one of the little strands.
All right, I'll just watch him.
As he does, it sucks back in to the trunk of the tree.
I'm gonna try and cut one of those Off.
Cut one off. Okay.
Hmm.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see how quickly you can grab it and cut.
That's a 13.
13. Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay, sure thing. 23 to hit.
Wow. Okay. Give me damage.
Damage 1d6 plus 4 because of my claws. That's 9. That is 9 slashing damage with my claws.
Okay. Because you notice as soon as Mel came into contact with it, it sucked back in. So you quickly grab a hold, then with your other hand, strike, cut a little piece off of it as then it rises from your hand and sucks back in to the base of the tree, where a little end of this vine falls down to the ground. And it's like looking at rope, where all of the vines have twisted into this very tight and strong segment of vine, and there's a little bulb at the end of it. As you do that, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay, cool.
You guys don't necessarily need to right now, since you're not actively right there, I guess, with him, but let me roll for Mel.
That's a natural 20 plus 4.
Yeah!
Wow.
I like to imagine his, well, not spear fishing as he doesn't use spears. His claw fishing helps with his reflexes.
Mel rolled an 18.
You guys are locked in.
Oh yeah.
I won't roll initiative yet, but since I'm kind of like just on guard for right now, as soon as things start to go down, I'll jump into initiative.
Okay. I'd ask too, when you guys saw them branch off towards the strange looking plant, what did you guys do?
I would definitely follow them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using it as a reference point. So like I'm trying to like draw like a mini diagram of the plant. So
Okay. Alright. Plant is after you guys.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and you rolled very high. Wow. Okay. You cut a piece off, see it fall to the ground, pick it up, and then all of the different hanging remaining vines, and they're all very thin and small, but there's about, you can't count how many there are. They all turn towards you and start to strand out, and it looks like getting ready for something.
Run!
So you have a
Run
moment
away!
here to act before something happens. with
Okay,
this
I
plant.
have a question. Is it dripping anything? Like from where I cut it?
Yeah.
Is it dripping from the base or from the piece that I cut, or both?
I would say from both, you see this very teal color.
Okay, because I was gonna put that in a jar, but seeing as I have it already in a little branch, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run with Mel. I'm gonna run away.
Okay. You go ahead and take off. You take your full movement.
Yeah, so it's 25 and then dash for 50.
Okay. Mel will also follow suit with his turn, and the plant is stationary. So you see the vines go, and they, with the speed in which they sucked in, they also jut out at where you guys were, and they stretch about 25 feet. And they stop there, and the bulb at the end of it kind of spikes out and goes to grab. And there were about 100 of them that went like this. And you guys are 25 feet away from that, but you see in the extent of your torchlight, all these little barbed mouths just come out of the darkness, clamp down, and then suck back.
Guys, did you see that?
I'm
That's just
watching.
like- that's
And
just
one
like
you're
the-
holding, with whatever life force it has within it, is also just kind of like
I'm gonna hold
snapping
on
at
to
you a
it.
little bit.
It's just like those reef worms. It's like, just like home. It's like,
I'm going
sorry, I'm
to
getting
take
nostalgic.
a very large drink of my
I'm gonna pull out a tankard from my pack. I'm not even gonna make eye contact with him. I'm just gonna hold it out.
yeah, and I'm gonna put on the drawing that we have of the plant. Like, do not cut. Like for the big tree on it, and I'm gonna have that like circled and text.
I'm gonna put that squirming branch into a jar.
Before you do, Mel's gonna.
Do you want to eat it? You want to taste it? Okay. I'm gonna hold it really firm, like when they hold a snake like right on the head. I'm gonna put it up to his mouth.
Okay. Mel is going to. Oh my God! Does a lobster have a tongue? I think a lobster has a tongue.
It can in this world.
They have little things like legs that come out.
Hold on.
Yep. Quick lobster check.
Sorry, we just need to check the anatomy of
No,
lobsters right now.
no, they do not have tongues.
Oh my God! So they just have a cavity.
Instead of a tongue or a mouth, they have tiny sensory hairs on their legs and feet.
Wow.
That taste the food.
Well,
And then they chew their food inside an internal organ in their stomach.
Okay, so I don't know how he's gonna taste it, but I'm gonna let him taste.
Yeah. So that's crazy. As a DM, I need to do more lobster research. But for the sake of right now and brevity, we'll say that I guess there's all these little hairs then along. We'll say the antenna around the mouth have
Sure.
these little hairs and sensors.
I'm not splitting hairs about.
He goes ahead and puts them all together, and then you go ahead and you you hold that vine tot, some teal drips out onto his little sensor mandibles, and his eyes light up.
Does this impair
He goes
him?
in for more.
Oh no, I hold it back. Does he look high?
And his antenna go down a little bit in a sad way. Does he look
Okay.
high? He doesn't look intoxicated in any kind of way.
Okay, well I'm just gonna
Um,
keep this in the jar.
It's the same excitement you've seen when he tastes something really good.
Would this count as
Really
harvesting?
good. It would count as harvesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say instead of rolling on the table though, it's like this is a very specific thing that you're getting from this.
Oh
from this
yeah,
point.
that's fair. That's
And
totally
you'd,
cool.
you'd get more though if you killed the thing. Then
Of
we
course.
could roll on the table. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. You get a little teal vine.
You want us to fight this thing.
Ah, it's up to you. You almost got a little snapped.
Have you guys ever fought reefworms?
Can't say I have.
They like to sneak up on you. They like stay in the sand, and so when you're underneath cleaning the barnacles off of a ship, they like come up at you, and then you have to like, you know what I mean?
Can't say I've been on the underside of a ship. But
Well, we'll
I
get you
I
there.
get the picture.
Okay.
I don't really like worms.
I don't like worms either. They make my job hard, but they taste pretty good, pretty fatty.
Well, right now he doesn't like much of anything except for alcohol.
What are you trying to say?
What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
I like a lot of things.
Like,
Painting.
where's your paintbrush?
Are you drinking paint?
No. You want to find out?
No, I'm good, thank you.
No. You don't know how to drink it yet. You'll learn, don't worry. You're just not there.
He just turns away, bro. He turns away and he walks like hella straight and he just walks off a bit. Mel just meanders.
So how long, like physically distance-wise, until we reach this structure that we were?
Ooh, you have no idea.
Okay.
What you saw off in the distance, you don't know how long the island goes. You just know it's kind of thin. With that really good perception roll you rolled for just around you. You don't know how long the island is, and then it was just part of the horizon of the island. So that
Okay.
structure.
I'll take to the skies again and I'll do another perception check to see how far we've gotten.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Make
was
you a
gonna say,
disadvantage.
can we spread out about 15 feet each, or like 20 feet each, to where we can see each other in like individual torches, and then like to cover
Look at it.
more ground
Yeah.
as we go?
If you guys would like, for
Right?
sure.
Both of them.
Oh, that's funny.
What is it?
Natural 20. canceled out by natural one.
Wow. This is the campaign of extremes, of extreme rolls. That's all this game is.
It's either pass or fail.
Yeah, you don't see shit because you fly up and the layer of fog is rolling in a bit more. So the night sky is clouded out by this fog, and it is starting to settle down closer and closer towards the ground. Soon the fog will have reached ground level and then obscure things for you guys a bit more.
Shit.
But it hasn't yet, and it's a bit colder. It's wet up there. When you come back down, your clothes are damp, and your armor has a layer of like a dew almost on it. But you were not able to make out where it was. You hope that you're going in the right direction. But the landscape has pretty much stayed the same. These different, if you can call them quote-unquote valleys, very, very, very small valleys in between these rising hills that are maybe only 30, 40 feet high with this coral landscape. But the forest getting thicker.
Have we seen any other tracks as we've been going?
We
Could I
passed
have been
a
looking?
series of hoofed tracks. We passed them.
What? When?
We made the decision to keep going forward instead of trailing that beast.
I must have been drinking.
You're always drinking.
You see on the ground, as you're talking about, creatures and tracks, what crawls before you sideways is just a little crab. A little pink crab just crawls sideways, slowly.
We'll let this one go, Mel. Solidarity,
What? This is a delicacy.
He'll click his claws together.
The fuck you know about food?
I know how to eat it.
Well,
You'll see it gets to like one of the same kind of kelp that flows up in this mysterious current. It gets to a smaller one and just starts snapping at it and nibbling.
Guys, we could use this one as bait.
What do you mean? You always have these crackpot ideas, and this is me saying this. You're trying to sell coffins, by the way, and now you want bait for what?
What if we run into something we need to see if it's going to eat us? We let it eat this crab instead. Think, guys, think. As I go and grab the crab by the back of it.
you obviously need to.
I'm not going to grab the crab for solidarity reasons, but I can see where you're getting at, and I won't stop you.
Okay. Crab will make a little to try to bite you. Or pinch you.
I was like, are you looking up crab stats
I like
right
how
now?
I think that we've evaded or avoided all of your encounters so far by just walking away, running away.
Or him existing.
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 will hit.
You take one bludgeon. Why is it bludgeoning? That's weird.
Mine's slashing for my claw.
Does it have his movement speed? Is it a pincer attack?
No, because it's just this crab is just like this big and it just latches on to your skin. It's one of those annoying little it just hurts like a motherfucker. But it does 1 point of I'll say this is piercing damage. It's
like
piercing through your skin right now and it's hanging off you.
I'm like, this crab. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to pull it back and I'm going to I guess try to stun it, but smack it once or twice.
Okay.
Grab the crab and the crab grabs back. That's all I'm saying.
No rules. It's latched onto you a bit, but you're smacking it a couple times and it loses its grasp on you, falls down. You go to, or what are you trying to put it in? Or are you trying to restrain it somehow? Because its claws are just looking up at you now, and he's hitting you with
the crab dance.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna restrain it. I'm gonna grab it by both its claws. So I have a crab in one hand, holding it by its claws right now,
Okay.
so that it can't pinch.
But
And
he didn't used to be this way.
Give me a strength check.
I don't know. I
Nat
think
20.
it's
Oh my god.
entertaining.
Nat 20? I rolled an 8. Okay.
Bro, this crab is as big as your fist. What is going on?
You go like it's trying to like dodge and weave you a little bit, but you go ahead, one swoop, grab it up, and you pin both of its claws to the side of its body. Do you use anything to try to like tie it
Yeah,
around?
I'll tie it together.
Okay.
I'll make a little crap bomb.
Okay. You use some rope and you tie it around the claws. And yeah, you have a little pink crab now.
Nice.
You have a pink crab.
Nice. I'm gonna look to Mel. I'm like, can you speak to it?
Mel will get close to the crab.
Is that racist?
I think it might be.
And there's a Hamaris language that you guys speak that does consist of the clicks and also sounds. And so
I guess
he'll try
not.
clicking he'll try clicking and then making these strange guttural sounds.
Like,
That's definitely picking up on the mic, by the way.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's not.
That's the
Doesn't
crab trying to
respond.
escape right now.
Vibrating. It's vibrating in
my
your hands.
phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were playing like crab sounds. No, yeah, it
Bro,
doesn't
if
seem to...
a crab sounds like that, I'm fucking running.
Yeah, right.
That's not a crab.
It doesn't seem to pick up on. Mel's asking it, in Hamaris. How do you feel that you are now this person's like slave? How do you feel, brother? Are you good? And it doesn't seem to comprehend. Should I free you? Nothing. But you just hear
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, you proceed and continue your path. Time for a map switch.
How much time has passed since we started exploring?
Now, approaching an hour, you reckon?
Okay.
It's now like the last little bit of very dark blue sky had disappeared behind the fog, and it is pitch black. It is night now.
Time to play Bosun Bill.
You want some Bosun Bill?
No, don't do that. I think you actually
I'll
can
get
play that on
copyrighted.
Twitch. No, you can play video game music on Twitch.
Really? Don't tell me that.
Well,
because then I will.
I don't know if you can do it with every video game, but that's for another stream.
If
Shout out
all I'm
Rare.
saying is if that's true, Claire Obscure music is full send.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that there was in the very first campaign of Critical Role they used Skyrim music, but I
They
think
got
it's because
permission
they
for that.
Yeah, they got permission.
But I think that was before the legal disputes. Doesn't matter. We can talk about it off stream.
Yeah, chat. If you guys know, and then Rare, if any developer from Rare is watching, if I can
Okay.
if I can play Bosun Bill on the stream, I'll forgive you for all your transgressions for making a buggy game. Thank you. All right.
If nobody knows what Rare has ownership of, it's Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. 1,300 hours in that game.
Are you?
God damn.
A lot of time in that game. All right. If you guys could drag your characters out to the bottom of this W coral map. Thank you, Michael.
Michael.
This map is
Let's
so
go,
big.
Michael.
It is a big ass map, ain't it?
Which direction are we coming from?
As south as the map is.
Okay, can I put a nameplate on mine? Or
Yeah,
do you have
I
to
think
do that?
you guys should be able to click on your tokens and then add a little nameplate.
I changed the name of the token. I do not see a nameplate.
Yeah, I did not see a nameplate either.
Let me do a little bang.
Oh, I can see my name now. I don't know if you can see it on other people's screen. I can see everybody's name. Well, Vespers.
Bang. Bang.
I have a torch, right? So I'm gonna give myself torchlight. How far does the torch go?
It is, I think, 15 bright, then 15 dim beyond that.
Yes, that's
I-
correct.
Give it a little torch.
I got you. 15 and 30. Okay. Dim and bright. You got dim and bright.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That is
Didn't
actually
didn't know
very
that was a
cool.
feature.
I didn't either until I looked at the settings.
Oh, that's the name of the map maker. I thought, okay, the token appeared under the name, like, you named your enemy Michael Labosia? I don't know. I'm not,
What did you just drag off the map?
I don't know. What did I drag off the map?
it's Michael.
We're about to find. It's Michael. Michael's the final boss.
Michael's the boss.
You guys see that video of the final boss in that guy's campaign being George Santos?
What?
What?
I'll show you after.
I did not see that. That'd be wild.
They got him to
George
do a
Santos
monologue.
Webcams
They
right
paid him on Fiverr or whatever.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, chat. Who would you want to see do a Fiverr voiceover for a villain in this campaign? Let's see if we can get him to do it. Right, so you guys are walking through the coral and rock landscape. Give me perception checks, because no one's stealth right now, right?
Nope.
Still,
Nope.
Just proceed, just walking here.
That is a total of 20 for my perception check.
Okay. Wow.
8.
10.
Okay. 20's wicked. All right. Let me see something.
I rolled a 15. Relax.
You have +5 perception.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably you will see all of this.
Are you sure? Because I think I should have disadvantage in the darkness.
Oh, because you don't have dark vision.
Yeah.
That's right.
Reroll.
Okay. Yes.
So you all have to roll again. I mean, it
because
doesn't matter. But
I'll count those checks for the torchlight. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
very true.
it's a 10 now.
Okay.
Still 8.
Still 8.
Lowest is still 10.
Okay. No, thank you for reminding me. So in the immediate vicinity, then, none of you see anything happening that is extremely notable. You can keep proceeding forward.
We can keep proceeding forward.
Indeed. I would say everything that looks rocky up here is at a higher elevation. So you climb up like 5 feet, 5 feet by 5 feet to get up those.
I'm just going to move, like, I mean, I guess
I'm gonna be like 10 feet in front of like everybody, just essentially taking point.
Okay. Let me see what this is real quick. Jesus. You guys climb over these different coral and rock surfaces, foraging along the way, picking up whatever little grasses and urchins and whatnot. And you can't see it yet. I'll keep. Is the torch stuck to someone? That torch light on the map?
Yes, it moves with me.
Okay.
So
let me
it's an aura on me.
let
so.
me move you up to the point where at least in the peripheral it would then begin to show.
Okay.
I'd say you guys wouldn't really stop until you saw that. And Ronis, you said you're a few feet ahead.
Oh, is it the ship?
At some point, walking through these different little small cliff sides and hills, you see the outskirts of some shipwreck. So you see the very edge of its broken, splintery surface jutting out into the darkness. And you hear the sounds of something rummaging through the ship. You can't see anything yet.
I stealth.
You're going to stealth? Okay. With your high perception, you hear off to the left and right the sounds of something breaking coral as it steps down.
Well, sure. I'll relay that to the rest of the team.
Well, be on your guard, and I'll fully draw weapons and be at a guarding stance.
I
Give
want
me a
to.
stealth check if you're going to...
Yeah.
If he's stealthing, I'm gonna try and stealth.
Now I'll say,
Stealthing
since you
in
guys
the-
are in
in the
complete
torchlight.
light, that you're going to have to roll a disadvantage or use it and exit the light.
I'm
and then
gonna
just have disadvantage.
Do I get double disadvantage because of my armor?
Wait, hang on.
Oh god, it won't stack now.
Somebody look at these 2 rolls that I just did, so that somebody I have
Alright.
somebody to believe what
Alright.
I have just done.
Alright, I'm looking.
2 nat 20s?
Oh my god, it's 2 nat 20s.
Somebody look
Oh
at
my
the rolls
god.
I just did.
Something is wrong with your dice. Something is genuinely wrong
I
with
am
your
telling
dice.
you.
You need to take a picture of that.
That is
That's-
crazy.
That's nuts.
Take a picture of it. We're gonna post that later.
Yeah,
That
take a
is
picture
so
of that.
crazy.
Alright.
That's crazy, man.
Oh god.
That's what.
This is crazy.
I'm gonna also stealth to the left.
Dice
exiting
check
the
has been
light.
completed. It's
Okay.
2 nat fucking 20s. Meanwhile, 6.
6. Okay. So, let's write 6 for stealth, nat 20, and then Prawit. Are you going to get out of the light and roll stealth, Prawit?
That's correct. I'm
Okay.
leaving the light. So a total of 20.
total of 20. Wow.
Wait, let me double check that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see their perceptions.
I cannot believe that I'm wasting these rolls on this.
Hey, we're level 0. We need it.
That's pretty crazy rolls.
Like, at this point, we could get hit by a gust of wind in the wrong spot and we could fucking die.
So, you place the torch on the ground, you snuff it. What's the...
Yeah, I'm
What's the
definitely
move
gonna.
there?
I'm gonna place it on the ground, and then I'm gonna go like kind of like on a diagonal, closer to the ship. Like, so if I was to like peeing, right, I would be like. I guess if there's something, I don't know if this is something over here, but I'm laying or like hiding behind whatever this is over here on the map.
Okay, as you guys approach the edge of that small little rocky cliffside and get a bit of a clearer view of the ship itself seems to be dimly illuminated by something inside of it. There's this very
Oh,
pale blue glow emanating from the floorboards and in a small radius around the ship.
I'll move my character where they would be,
let me get rid of this.
more or less like here. And I'm going to reach into my bag and take out a barnacle and throw it onto the ship.
Okay. Let me put a little light on the ship real quick.
I turned off the light.
Sweet.
Also, does Mel share my stealth roll?
Does he share your stealth? We could say for the sake of making it easier. Yeah.
Okay.
Then the dimness. For the dim light, Christian, how did you make yours dim?
I just on my character I had an aura under the character,
Oh.
and I used the token aura.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just keep that then right there for now to show what the light looks like around the ship. That. Okay. So Vez and Ronis, you hear off to your right some sort of crunching of coral You do not see anything in that darkness, though. You cannot perceive what might be behind you as you're kind of looping around towards the side of the ship. Mel and Prawit, the same goes for you, where you are able to clearly hear something up on the ridge above you, but you do not see what it is as you go to throw something onto the deck of the ship.
Can I throw some more provisions over in that direction?
Yeah, you can throw provisions. Give me an animal handling check, and then, what, you're throwing a barnacle?
Yeah, or just a rock around. Doesn't matter.
Okay. You throw... Actually, I'm going to switch the music real quick.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. I throw some provisions.
Let's see what we got. We're working with the royalty-free music. All right. Give something a little toss onto the deck of the ship. And the rummaging around inside stops. And you see that ship's hull is split and broken apart, where the interior of it is showing. First, you see yellow eyes emerge from within the hull of the ship, and you just see a head peek out. A head that has an elongated jaw, huge underbite, very long teeth, fins for ears, and one thin but large fin along the head, and a very dark blue skin. And being travelers of this coastline, this species is very familiar. It's the Sahuagin. They are a pretty territorial and vicious kind of fish people. You see in that dim light of the ship, as it peeks its head out looking around, it's holding on to some like jagged coral and driftwood spear. So make a perception check for it. Let me see also if it has dark vision.
I wanted to throw the provisions too, like halfway between the ship and the rummaging.
Okay.
I have a question when you're ready.
Okay. You guys roll 20 for your stealths, but Ronis. Let me see where you're at, Ronis. Okay, you're the closest to the ship.
Oh, he sees my ass.
So it seems like you guys see the creature look around and look past and through you, not seeming to detect you, and then it looks over and it clocks you, Ronis. And you just hear this like this guttural sound that just reverberates out, and you feel it in your chest, and you hear its clicking and that guttural sort of reverberation as it backs away into the ship a little bit more. You guys hear the sounds of the things above you get a little closer, but you threw that out. What was your animal handling check?
16.
16? Okay. It will go ahead and you hear whatever item you threw on the ground get picked up and nibbled away at.
Does it
So-
see that? Does the creature on the boat see it?
You don't sense that. You see it locked onto Ronis right now.
Okay.
So you said it was called a Sarhuagin?
Yes.
A sardine again?
Let me see. Sahuagin.
Sahuagin. And you said these were known to us. Is this a civilization of things, or is it kind of... How would you describe them?
Disorganized tribal group of aquatic
And they are
peoples.
separate from society writ large.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're raiders. They pretty much terrorize the coast with stealing wares, and anybody that intrudes on their different coves, you know, they're very quick to act and eliminate threats.
Is it known generally how they taste?
How they taste? I wouldn't say you would really know how the Sahuagin taste.
Well, we'll find out.
So it clicks as you. What do you do, Ronis, as it sees you and you see its eyes just sort of retract back into the darkness of the ship?
I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna go down the cliffside, but I'm just going to wait. Essentially at the edge of this light. I'm gonna wait for either of them to make a move because I still hear these footprints, these footsteps off in the distance. So I'm waiting for any sort of movement.
Okay.
I want to sneak up these rocks until I get a sight of the noise I heard up here.
Okay. Understood.
I'm throwing more food closer to the ship.
Okay. So you'll have to get. Okay. It won't see you guys at all, Probit. You can get right up close to, but it's dark, so you'll have a very hard time seeing anything until you're right up on this creature.
Mm-hmm.
But you first feel on the ground before you see it the same slime from earlier, and it is one of those creatures hiding behind a rock looking down at the ship. But to see this, you are right up on it. Right behind it. It does not detect you guys at all with your 20 stealth. And with you throwing food, you hear whatever is there walk down a little bit and go to start nibbling on it. The ship, you see, with the dim light that it's emitting, seems to have some sort of root structure jutting out from the very front of the ship, stretching up maybe about 15 feet where the dim light stretches. And there seems to be some round translucent object at the top of this root structure. And the Sahuagin disappears inside of the ship and rummages through a couple of things really quickly. And you see him emerge on the top of the deck near where those root bases start. And he looks quickly back at you and then back up there and seems to be trying to split his focus between you two, figuring out what to do about something. All still while trying to, it seems like, communicate with you with these guttural clicks and sounds.
Does it seem like I'm right up behind this thing? Are these things looking at him like prey?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
I'd like to insight check the Sahuagin.
Okay. Vez, are you approaching the sound, or are you just like throwing more food?
I'm throwing more food right now. So
Okay.
I'm also, now that that's happened, I'm throwing more food onto closer to where this guy's at now. I'm trying to get them to meet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Total of 14 for insight check.
Okay.
and I guess I'll move closer too, I guess.
The creature doesn't have a lot of musculature to their build.
Mm-hmm.
The muscles that you can see stretch thin across its elongated skeletal body are tense and prepared.
Is it like a cat ready to pounce?
Indeed. And you continue throwing that food, and it will follow it to a point where then you see the Sahuagin's attention split to something else. And now it's looking at you, something else, and back up to whatever's at the top of those roots.
18 insight.
Are you telling me there's a
18
third
insight
one?
on the Sahuagin. Okay.
Dan, just a quick check real quick. How many coffins were there?
There were
were
5 in
open.
total that you saw around you. 2 were open,
Okay.
and then 3 were unopened that you saw.
Okay. Thanks for prefacing that.
18 insight into the Sahuagin. The creature, you see this threateningness in its eyes, but it sees that it's outnumbered, and it seems to be very focused on whatever's at the top of that roof base, and it's deciding if it's going to risk its own well-being to try to pursue what's up there or get away from these emerging threats.
Can I look at the top of the roots? See what they're looking at? What the Sahuagin is looking at?
Yeah, give me a perception check. I'll say it's within this dim light of the ship, so it won't be at disadvantage.
Not gonna do much.
I'll wait for it.
Okay.
Perception?
Yep.
6.
8.
6. Okay.
I rolled a 2.
You do not get a sense of what this is other than it's clearly, those look like roots sprouting from what looks like a seed. And the Sahuagin looks at you guys and something you can't see in the dark, and then takes a strike at the base of the root to see if he can get that thing to move. And he takes a couple more strikes looking at you guys, and at that, the creature on the cliffside springs down into action, but you have a moment if you want to do anything before that happens.
You know, these guys didn't hurt us at all. I think I'm just going to let him do what he's going to do.
Okay, and in this moment, we are in initiative. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Where it's going to be like turn-based combat right now. So you guys will have options to act while these two are now going to go attack the Sahuagin.
Yeah, honestly, these guys have been our bros.
They haven't done anything to us yet. I'm feeding one.
I fed one. Maybe it's like a dog that you find, you feed it and
Yeah.
it loves you.
I'm gonna keep working on my animal handling with this thing. We all know everyone loves a good murderous pet. As long as somebody in the party doesn't kill it right away.
Little crab pet.
Yeah.
That's why I got my 5 pit bulls. Just walk up. I'm not saying that on the air. Never mind.
I was like, this is being recorded.
All right, let me pull up my combat tracker real quick. All right, Ronis, what do we got?
14.
Solid. Prowit?
19.
Ronis is a 14. Prowit is a 19. Very nice. Okay, and then Vez.
14.
Who has the higher dex?
You.
3, me.
Okay. So then we'll put you at 14.1 here. Okay, let me roll for these guys. Okay.
This is some very intense music that's playing right now, and I am getting very nervous for being a level 0 character.
Part of the fault is that we just have royalty-free music. So there's not a lot of options out there that I've found.
I'll try and find some royalty-free sneaky music.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sneaking is like good for low intensity stuff.
Yeah.
I'll start reaching out to people to see if we can use their music.
Yeah, please, if you can get some answers. No one's answered me on musics. Let's see. And then for our little friends here. Okay. So as these creatures spring into action, as the Sahuagin is slamming its spear against the base of this rooted thing, we're going to start with Prawit and Mel.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna observe. I mean, I don't really have any empathy. I don't have any. I got no stakes in this Sahuagin guy, so I'm just gonna watch them do their thing.
Okay. You guys will just stay right there on the ridge then?
I might scramble down the rock slightly without entering the fray, but of course I'd have to wait until the guy moves to do that.
Okay. So you can take your act. You can then hold your action and everything for the rest of the turn. Okay. Trying to see if I have anything that's like a little calmer.
If I hold my action, it's gonna be to throw a barnacle somewhere, and I just don't know where it is.
Okay.
We will see. Vamos viendo.
No, that definitely doesn't look like calmer music. Okay. So next will be the Sahuagin, and it is going to start climbing the base of the thing, whatever that thing is. And you see that there are a couple of trinkets within its different satchels that it has on its body. And let me see how far it can climb. Because I said it was 15 feet up where the seed is at. Has a movement of 30. So I believe it can get 15 feet up with that speed. Next is going to be Vez and then Ronis. Let me see how quickly he... So he's just going to spend his whole turn moving up that thing. I don't think he can really do anything else. Let me make sure, though. Rule check. Climbing anything is considered difficult terrain. All right. So he can use get fully up with his movement speed. He gets fully up to that seed, and then you'll see he'll start attacking and sawing away at where the base of the seed is to try to get it out. He sees that the spear isn't really working, so he sticks the spear into the side, and he goes to reach for some other implement that he has. All right. Next is Vez.
I want to sneak into the ship and see if there's anything to grab, anything worth of value while this is going on above me.
Okay. You can go ahead, fully make it into the ship. The floorboards creak and some splinter under your steps.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Come on, dice. Investigation, that is going to be a 13.
13. Okay. You'll see that there are some, with all the different rotted away crates and storage containers in here, out of combat, you'll be able to roll on the gathering table to get some stuff from in here. But any specific wares or items of a very particular interest, you're not seeing anything right now.
No survivable like scrolls or anything. Nothing with like dates or anything.
With your 13, you're not seeing anything like that.
Okay.
Anything else right now?
I guess I'm like lying in wait below the floorboards. I'm assuming they're above the floorboards right now.
Just that one
Mm-hmm.
creature that you saw is.
Okay.
The rest haven't moved yet.
Yeah, then I'm ready to. If one of them kind of gets close, I'm ready to swipe. So
Okay. Next. Ronis.
Is the Sahuagin still making eye contact with me occasionally?
Right now, it seems fully focused on switching its implements to find something that can saw through whatever's at the top of this root base. So no, not at this
Okay.
very second. You see they have like a larger than average build. They're about like 6.5 feet tall. They're pretty muscular beings. And he's stretched out at the top of this root tree. 1 foot, very sharp nails, but also has like webbed for, good swimming, is latched into the tree. The other one's hanging, off to the side while he's reaching for another tool.
Okay. I'm going to take one of my daggers that I have, and I'm going to use my action to hurl it at the vine.
Okay.
It's going to thud into the vine, not him. And I'm just trying to get his attention. And as soon as he looks at me, I'd like to let some of my frost breath weapon curl out of my mouth, fully unfurling my wings and readying my weapons as if I'm about to fly up there and attack him, but I'm actually rolling to intimidate
Okay.
to get him away from that thing.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Gotcha. Okay. There's another one. Let's see.
there's another one. What do you mean by that?
What?
What do you mean there's another one?
There's another My
Oh,
bad.
oh.
Oh, I missed it. My bad.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, there's another Sahuagin emerges from the ship's depths.
Yeah.
No, you can definitely throw that dagger. I'm gonna say let's just give like a little accuracy check.
Okay.
So give me a straight.
Probably a
Give me a straight
attack roll or just strength check.
Let's give it an attack roll, but the DC to hit this thing is going to be, quite low. See if you can just accurately hit it.
Cool. 9 plus 7, 16.
Okay, you bet your aura there, and it paid off.
Cool.
So you can go ahead and land the dagger in the tree next to him. Go ahead and roll to intimidate.
That's a 19 on the die plus 6, 25.
Okay.
And as he looks at me, I'm just gonna let out like a low, just a growl.
Okay. You throw that dagger. He turns around and sees just the silhouette because you have the torchlight is snuffed, so he just sees in the dim light the blue glow of the ship. You at that exterior, that border of the light, spread your wings and see the breath start to materialize, and his eyes narrow a bit, but you can see the hurried sense of now there's a threat now. Is that everything with your turn?
That's an action and bonus action. So, I'm not gonna take any movements.
Okay.
They will stay there.
The thing that was next to you, Vez, and is now closer to you, Ronis, sprints out of the darkness, jumps onto the ship. Or I should say there's some stairs here, so it doesn't need to take any extra kind of movement. Can use its full 40 feet to get to the base of the roots of the tree, where the other one right next to you guys is going to jump, leap down, descend towards the ship. Get to 30. Climb up 10.
Does
So
it
these
seem
things
like
are
the,
of big size.
They are not a large size creature. My
Okay,
bad.
they're just taking up 4 spaces. is all.
Yeah. My bad. There we go.
do they seem to be working together?
It seems like they have the same objective right now, which is they are running towards that tree. And they just used all their movement. They're going to use their action, dash, and climb up the roots to get towards the Sahuagin. So it is. They have 40 feet. They can climb 20. So this one can get fully up next to him. I'll just put them next to each other there. Oh wow, he was also taking up a large space, which
Do you
is
want to
crazy.
zoom in a bit for the stream? I don't know what they can see.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There we go. The other one can't make it up exactly to where they are. He's going to be a few feet below, but climbing the base roots of this. Don't even want to call it a tree. Looks like just the roots of a tree leading up to a seed. But that is everything that they can do. So we'll start back at the top with Prawit. You hear the footsteps clamber up the sides of the ship, and
Is this also the first sign of, like, I guess, interest and purpose of these creatures that we've seen as well?
with the very few interactions you've had with them, yes.
Can I speak to the Sahu again and see if he knows English? Or Common?
Yeah. But we'll wait till your turn.
Yeah, I was just curious if that
But
was
you can
like...
definitely try.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like something that...
Absolutely.
I was holding my action to...
You did?
Yeah, so can I just... I want to chuck a barnacle at this Sagua guy's head.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. If you hit, it'll just be one
damage.
So
one damage, yeah. One bludgeoning of a barnacle.
obviously I don't get
One
sneak attack because I'm not a rogue, but will he like know where I am, or just be like some motherfucker over there threw a rock?
You have a 20 stealth right now, and his perception was not great.
Okay.
So to him, out of the darkness is going to come a barnacle.
Okay.
So
They fly now?
16 plus. I'm not barnacle proficient, but 16, does that hit?
16 hits.
Yes.
16
What do you
And,
mean you're
uh,
not particle proficient?
and-
Get barnacled.
Honestly, for my turn, I really don't see how I can add any value, so I'm gonna pop open like a jar of something. Maybe some sea urchins, crack them open, and just eat popcorn and watch.
Mel's going to throw a barnacle. Or does Mel participate in combat? No, he does weird shit in combat. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't attack.
But I'm just gonna snack and watch what happens to this guy.
Mel's going in.
Okay.
Mel looks at you and then takes off into the darkness towards the boat.
I'm now nervously eating popcorn,
Okay.
and I'll move a little bit further. But
What's your
I'm not
movement?
gonna-
25.
Yeah.
All right. He can't get exactly to the ship. Okay. He gets right up to the base of the ship. He's going for the root. He's going for something. You know what Mel's going for. And we'll move on now to the beginning again with you guys. So you held your turn, and now you begin again.
I'm gonna hold my action to dash. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Holding to dash. Mel clambers up the ship that is a little tilted in towards the sand here, and he gets to the base of the roots, and he just starts shaking them.
Oh, okay.
So let me see. I'm gonna roll a strength check for Mel right now.
Want me to do it? I have
Yeah.
this sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it inside here.
Give me a strength check for Mel.
Natural 20.
Wow.
All right, Mel.
Holy shit.
Okay,
Mel,
Mel.
he's so committed right now.
Okay, so on their turn, the creature's gonna have to make a dex save, or they fall off the tree. All right,
Alright,
Mel's
cool.
in it. Mel's in it. I'm gonna put him over here. Oh, actually, I'll have that happen right now because, well, the Sahuagin goes next, but I want them to start with this effect having happened. So let's see what happens here. The Sahuagin is going to make a dex save. +0 to this. 14. Okay, the Sahuagin stays on the tree. But Mel, like, clasp in with the lobster claws and is shaking the fuck out of these roots. The little creatures, let me roll for them. They have high dex, though. So,
Or are they also on the tree?
yeah, both of them.
Oh, I see,
Both
okay.
of them climbed up. And Let me see real quick. Their dex.
Does the fruit fall off the tree or whatever was connected to the tree?
The
That
seed.
thing does not. That thing is lodged in there.
Dang it!
The creatures will add a +4 to this roll. Okay. One falls off, one stays on. As Mel shakes the tree, the one that was closest to the creature stays on there, and the other one comes slamming down onto the floorboard. It falls 10 feet, which I believe is very little amount of fall damage.
Am I able to have the glaive
1d6.
sticking up from the floorboard so that he lands on that?
I would say you did not do that in your last turn, so absolutely not right now.
Okay.
But if you want to prepare something like that in your next one, you can. 4 bludgeoning damage. Let me mark them as red and blue. Okay. 4 bludgeoning damage as that one comes hurling down from the tree, crashes on the floorboards. It like splinters into its skin a bit, and it gives out this weird, like shrill kind of cry as it hits the floorboards. See, that was red that fell. Perfect. Okay. Next is going to be the Sahuagin. It is going to use its action to... You intimidated it. It's going to try to flee. It has the creature next to it. It's going to grab its spear out, and it's going to make an attack at that creature, try to dip. So, let me roll one attack for Mr. Sahuagin. That was almost a nat 20. 1.
Yes!
Okay. Misses. Spear gets stuck inside the root. He tries to pull it out, leaves it, and he goes to climb down the backside of the root where he'll take an opportunity attack from this other little creature here. That hits. And that will do 7 points of damage. He rolled max on that attack.
Question.
Yes.
Would that creature that landed on the deck be within my attack range?
You're below deck,
Yes.
so I would not say so right now.
Okay.
I would not say so. But gets it. He takes that opportunity attack, and then the Sahuagin makes its way down to the base of the root where the sand is, and has none of his movement left there. He used his action, no bonus actions. Okay, that's Sahuagin. Next is Vez, then Ronis.
So I am currently in the boat. Can I see the Sahuagin?
Yeah, you can see it. I'd say the boat is so shattered and broken apart that through different gaps in the floorboards and things at this base level that you're on, you just saw it crawl down and land onto the coral and sand, and looks like it's about to flee.
Okay. I am going to position myself closer to be able to climb up this tree if these things get off of it. Because it's breaking out from like beneath it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a gap or anything that I can position myself to like?
Yeah, you could maneuver your way if you
Okay.
wanted to climb up.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay,
So.
copy that. Ronis.
Yeah.
I'm taking flight,
Okay.
and I'm gonna head straight for the root, specifically the bulb that they're all going for, thinking it must be valuable. Grab my dagger out of the side. I'm gonna try and cut into it, grab the bulb.
Okay, give me an attack on basically the exterior of the bulb to see if you can pry this thing free.
Okay.
I'd say it's about yay big.
Oh,
It's
this is a big boy.
It's a big seed.
That's a big boy. All right.
It's this weird translucent pale color.
That is a 17 plus 7, 24.
That hits. Okay, roll damage.
Let's see.
What does the attack seem ominous? Is it the background music?
That is 11 points of damage.
11 damage. Okay. In one swift cut, what are you using to...
I grabbed the dagger out of
Okay.
the side of it.
Okay.
And I'm just hacking away at it.
Okay, you're hacking away at the roots and you're able to dislodge the root from the base of this root. You're able to dislodge the seed from this root structure and have it in your possession right now.
Okay.
Let me see how much fly you used to get over
I
there.
used 20. Wait, where's the seat? Is that the mast?
It's over at the end of the ship.
Okay.
So you use 30 feet of fly to get over there.
Yep. Then I am.
That's your full movement, right?
That is my full movement. So I'm hovering with the seed by the root.
Okay. Next are the little creature's turns. That creature is going to see you jab in and dislodge the seed. The one that fell on the ground is going to let out this mournful, echoing wail that has this high-pitched shrill. Let me see what the 15-foot radius is.
I'm below the deck. Is it less?
I need you guys to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, wisdom? Fuck yeah.
11.
11, okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay, both of you guys succeed. You're not affected from this wail. The one on the ground that was splintered and hit the ground wailed as soon as it hit the ground. The one that's up next to you, Ronis, is going to attack you as you dislodge the seed from the roots.
Okay.
That one.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. And the one on the ground uses its action to wail, and it's going to use its movement to climb back up to the tree to get right next to you.
Question. Does it go within 10 feet of me?
Since you're below deck right now, I would say no, because you don't have any clear, like a line of sight on it.
Even
You'd have
with the
to-
base of being at the base of the tree to climb up it?
You'd have to get up to that deck, and then you
Okay.
can get, because your range is 10 feet, right,
Yes.
with the weapon. I think with the glaive.
Yeah, glaive is 10 feet, so that's what I was
Okay.
trying to see if I get an opportunity
Yeah.
attack.
So if you can get up to that area, then if something moves out of your range, for sure. Okay, it's gonna crawl up next to you, Ronis. I'll just put it over here. Okay, that is their turn. Back at the top, Prawit.
Seeing them try to attack my crewmate, I would have used my held dash. That's 25 feet of movement. The diagonals are 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Would I have to scramble up, or would I go up the stairs, or what would be the quickest way?
Right there at the edge, since the ship is kind of tilted,
Mhm.
you can just climb on
It's
it.
5, 10, 15,
Yeah,
20,
no penalty.
25. That was my held action, and now it's my turn.
Yes.
And
Yes, since we're starting at the top again.
and these people, both of them are at the top of the tree thing.
They're both 15 feet up.
So I want to use my movement to get up there, and
Okay.
get up behind one of them and take Pinhead and just cartoon hit them on the back of the head.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack. Which one, blue or red?
Which one would be closest? Doesn't matter. Are they both the same?
Blue would be closest.
Blue. Plus 6. 8 plus 6 for 14.
8 plus 6 for 14. 14 hits.
All right.
Roll
Says-
your damage.
You'll hear me from like the top. I don't know what this thing is, but it looks valuable.
It is pulsing in your grasp.
9.
It's
And-
moving.
As you're holding onto it, the slime that encompasses the seed begins to like stick and kind of spread on your skin or on your scales.
Gross.
9 bludgeoning damage to the back of this guy's cranium as I swing
Jesus.
him with like a green patina faded brass belaying pin.
Okay,
Boom!
that was blue, right?
That was blue.
9 points of damage. Okay. Massive whack as you hear bones in its brittle body crack. And it lets out like the same kind of shrill little guttural cry. Not the one where you need a saving throw, but just out of pure reaction to that pain. Is there anything else on your turn?
I got nothing to do with my bonus action, so I believe that's going to be it.
Mel is going to look up at you and give a couple clicks asking, shake?
Yeah.
Okay. Mel is going to shake the tree again. Let me get a strength check from him, see if he can do it again. He clasps in, and he goes to move the tree, but instead of the tree moving, he moves. And he's like, he's not
Gotcha.
moving it right now.
All right.
Next is the Sahuagin. Let me see. His spear is, remember, it's still lodged in the side of the tree there. So he lost his long-range weapon. And he is going to disappear off into the darkness and the distance. He's gone. So Huigen flees that encounter. Next is Vess, then Ronis.
I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, make my way onto the deck.
Okay.
If I am, like, we'll just say 5 feet tall, can I reach them from the bottom?
They're 15 feet up.
I have a 10-foot reach.
You have a 10-foot reach. You'd have to get 5 feet up, and then you'll be able to reach them. I'm not going to say that you can just extend it to the very end and then do like a little attack like that. Yeah. If you like one of the barrels or the debris nearby, if you want to get up like 5 feet, or like try to stand on the back of Mel, you can do that too. Climb up on him and then try to attack. It's up to you.
I'm not standing up now. But yes, I will go ahead and get 5 feet up.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and make an attack with the glaive.
Okay.
So I'm going to do first attack. Does a 17 hit?
That hits.
Okay. Let me get a
First
D-
attack.
First attack.
Just one, right?
No. Hey, I get a bonus action attack for
What?
being a polearm master.
Oh my god.
Yep. So for my polearm master, my
That's insane.
so bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end of this weapon. This attack uses the same ability modifier as the primary attack. The weapon's damage die for this attack is a D4. and it deals
Wow.
bludgeoning.
That's really cool.
So we're gonna do.
That is
first-
great for level 0. That is so
Yeah.
good for level 0.
Yeah, I was struggling to pick a feat. So the first one is going to be 10 points of damage, and then the second. Let me roll for a second attack.
How do you do it?
Oh, that does it?
Whichever one you attack does it with 10 points of damage. Which one are you targeting?
Well, then I'm targeting the first one, right? So the first one, their closest one, which I think is the Clomper.
The one closest to you will be blue.
Blue?
Yep.
Okay, so then I'm attacking blue, and I'm just gonna. I see it like going to attack, right? We've already bonked it. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slice it from essentially using force to go straight from bottom to top. I'm just gonna slice it up. So
Okay.
enough clearly to kill it.
The creature gets carved into with one fell swoop, and as its back, the skin on its back begins to cut open, and you see its brittle, broken spine comes crashing down onto the deck. And the floorboards that it lands on were weak and brittle, and it crashes down to the second deck of the ship.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the other one, and I'll be like, I tried to befriend you.
Let me see, because you're on the ground right now, and that one's 15 feet up on the other side.
Too? I'm gonna make a deck save or something.
No, I'm just thinking of how if you can reach that one, because you're standing on like a barrel right now.
Yeah.
I'd say the other one you'll have to climb onto the tree to get.
Okay. I don't, mainly because I don't know the dynamic of like the Polar Master. If it has to be the same creature or anything, and it doesn't state it, am I able to use that bonus, like the bonus action attack on the other creature?
I mean, if you can get within range,
Okay,
I imagine
yeah.
that you
I'm gonna do
can.
that then. Yeah, I'm gonna get within range. So, and then I'm
Okay,
going to attack with
Yeah,
that.
because you only used 10 feet of movement earlier, so you're good. You can
Yes.
you can climb up enough.
Does a 15 hit?
15 hits,
Okay.
and then it's just a D4. It looks like.
The weapons damage for this is this attack uses the same ability modifier as the primary. The weapons damage die for this attack is a D4, and
Okay.
it deals bludgeoning.
So just a D4. Let's see. Let's see what you get.
That is 4. Max.
Very nice. Okay,
Mhm.
4 against red.
And I take 5 steps back. Or 5 feet back. So I'm just outside of its range. Or it's just outside of my range for my next attack.
Okay. So let's see. You rolled 4 for red. Copy. Okay. Next is going to be those creatures' turn.
You skip me.
I did skip you. Next is your turn.
I am going. So he's still in range of me. Like if I move, he gets opportunity attack.
Yes.
Then instead of moving away, I'm going to hover down next to him, and I'm point blank breath weaponing him.
Okay.
I'm gonna need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
A
Plus
13 succeeds.
13. Okay.
Is anybody caught in the crossfire?
Hmm?
Is anybody caught in the crossfire?
I flew down, so I'm like directly on him.
Yeah, but am
So
I?
towards him.
Because the creature's right there, he's facing out north, so looks like no one is. Caught.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Nobody's caught. Okay, 17 on the dice.
So he takes half damage from this.
Okay. It's frost, right?
It's frost damage.
Okay. Let me see if we have
Or
any.
cold damage.
Does he have any weaknesses?
Getting hit in the back of the head.
Frost isn't going to be doing anything
That's a pretty
special
good
to him.
weakness.
But what do we
Yeah.
got for damage?
It was a 10 on the die, so 5 damage.
Solid. Okay. He had exactly 5 hit points left. How do you do it?
Oh, as I fly down, this like snow white mist will start to curl out of the mouth, and in just one smooth exhalation, you see like icicles and shattered ice and snow come out of Ronus's mouth, and all these like little shards impale this creature, and it just falls from the vines. I will say, let's see. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're good.
Peppered with these icicles, piercing in 100 different places, the creature gives out one muffled shriek and falls down to the deck. Both of the creatures are deceased. The Sahuagin is nowhere to be seen, and in your possession is some strange, translucent, slimy, but also you see, as you're holding it, a thick protective coat of almost like wooden scales are starting to chink, 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 grow around the seed. You guys are no longer in immediate danger.
Things grow around
what
the
the
seed. What do you mean
what the
around
fuck
seed?
is
It's starting
happening
to
to this thing?
encompass the exterior of the seed,
Can I
like it's growing skin
Can
made
I-
of bark.
track the Sahuagin?
You can definitely see its. Yeah, you can see its fresh footsteps. You
Okay.
can. Are you gonna actively try to go and track it?
Yeah, so I'm going to tell it to them. I'm going to say to them, we need to know what this is. Seemed like that Sahuagin had some idea of what this was.
Yeah, go then. I'm just watching.
I'll be back. I'm going.
Okay. What before we get into that? What are you two doing?
I'm flying down to the ship deck, and I'm just gonna be holding this object. Bro, do you know what is this thing?
Yeah, it's a. Can I do a nature check?
Absolutely.
Also, am I reading right that when I expend all my uses of breath weapon, I have to roll on the wild magic surge table?
That's correct.
You only get one, right? Right now?
I have 2 right
Oh,
now
okay.
because of my proficiency bonus.
That is correct. Until you take a long rest.
That's a 4. So
I like to do a
Yes.
nature check. I don't
yeah, that's a seed.
I don't have much like I feel like this would be like naturally at disadvantage. I've never seen this shit before, so
I mean, you can make a nature. I won't say you have disadvantage on it. You can make an Arcana check if you want to see if there's anything magical about it. You can make a history check to see if there's anything you've ever heard about that resembles this.
all of those are 0.
You can do a pulse check to
So,
see if it's alive.
You can do a pulse check.
Arcana, I guess.
Man, sometimes you just gotta suck up the 0. I just rolled up with a -2.
19.
Bruh. Your guys' rolls are insane. They're just actually insane. Because I remember you still have a nat 20 on, I think it was a history check
Yeah.
on the creature. So I have to keep that in mind. 19. Good God. Okay. What'd you roll for 19?
19.
What skill was it?
It was
Arcana.
Arcana.
Arcana. Okay. Wow. Let me see something. With a 19, this is going to be essentially like you cast Detect Magic, where you'll get the school of magic that is churning within this seed, and the growth that is happening around it seems to be something akin to the school of transmutation.
That's a really cool dynamic.
And the seed, I'm trying to think throughout your life. You know, I'd say the most magical things that you encounter on a day-to-day are the different usages of the Dragonkin's innate arcane abilities to give the weapons their different patterns. So you're not unfamiliar with Arcana. It runs in your veins. This object is the strongest magical item you have ever held in your life. It radiates some kind of magical energy, but you feel the magical energy starting to dim as the skin grows around it and encompasses it.
Does the skin look like it's more protecting it? Like, is it a protective measure?
You can feel that it's very hard, so you can infer what you'd like
Okay.
about that. Harder than the bark of the tree that it was attached to, as hard as the steel of your weapons.
Wow. Okay.
It's a very solid substance.
So then if I wanted to scrape part of the seed out so I could like crush it later and get magic seed oil, it's too late for that.
You have a moment to do so. I'll give you one check as the skin finishes its growth around the seed to scoop in there.
I just gotta hit it. I'm gonna whack it with pinhead, and then I'm gonna scrape it with whatever instrument I have to scrape. I don't know.
Okay. Give me a... First, give me an attack roll.
Are you trying to break the seed?
10 plus 6, 16.
Okay, and you're aiming for the very soft center,
Yeah.
right? That doesn't have any
I'm
of the...
trying to soften it up so I can just scrape it.
Okay. Your hit lands, and so with this attack roll that successfully lands, I'll say that you're able to go ahead and get maybe a small, not even a palmful, half a palmful of this viscous substance out of the seed before, as soon as you pull your hand away, the wooden scales finish cementing around the seed. And you'll see they all interlock together to where it now creates this smooth surface. It doesn't look like there were any scales at all.
So where are we going to plant this? Do they have orchards for these?
You see
Yeah.
within this little glob that you have, this very clear but also faintly blue glob, are a couple of little seeds scattered within it. But it pulses in your hand.
It's more powerful than any magic I've come in contact with.
It smells sweet. It smells like honey.
So, I'm going to taste it.
Okay.
I concur. I don't run after the Sahuagin. I'm waiting.
Okay. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 20.
Okay, that's fine. That's 14.
Okay. You go ahead with the antenna that have the little tasters. Go ahead and dip into it. Something happens, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. But you taste, and it is one of the most sensational tastes that you've ever had in your life. It is so rich. Nothing about this tastes off. It takes no preparation to create this delectable substance. But you don't notice anything happen to you right now.
Okay.
You take a little snap, and then Mel's gonna want to try some now. Of course, that you try some. Okay. Same thing. He
All right.
he dabbles, and his eyes light up.
I'll put it in the... Mel, is this the same flavor as the other thing? Okay, gotcha.
And he's gonna kind of like look over, like every movement that this lobster makes is very weird and awkward. So he's gonna just kind of get next to Uranus in kind of a weird encroaching way, and with his claw, just kind of like tap on the shell
We're not getting in there, buddy.
hard. No hollow sound. It's just like thick sound as he knocks on it.
I feel like we gotta get this to the mainland to see if we can find out what it is.
You guys notice that the radius of faint blue light around the ship begins to dim.
That's what I was going to say. Can I check the surrounding as well? Is this like what we're on? I want to see if it seems like this seed was like a power source for this island. Like, is the kelp still moving? Is everything still like going on? Does it look like any of the corals dying?
Give me, I'll either say a perception or a nature check.
Okay. I am going to do I want to do I want to do perception, but I feel like it's more fitting to do nature. So.
I'd like to go below deck and do a gathering check.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay. Give me, while I explain this to you, give me a. Let me just make.
You're speaking lobster to him now?
Give me a. Let me see. Why don't I have you?
That's
pulled
gonna
up?
become part of your like natural dialect. You're,
Yeah,
you're gonna be
unfortunately.
talking. You're gonna be talking to people at
So you're
work.
saying you're gonna be like and
So did I get the job?
That's funny.
This is 911. What's your emergency?
You're gonna think I'm like loading something, dude. That's crazy. Let me take a look at gather material. Bang bang. Materials can be harvested. Materials can be harvested with your choice of strength, dex, or wisdom check.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So if you have proficiency in survival, then you add that to the roll. So like let's say you want to use something in strength or dex, you can use that skill and then add survival skill on top of it if you're proficient.
Oh, well, I'm using strength, dex, or
Wisdom.
wisdom. I'm using strength.
Okay.
And I can add survival on top of that. It's not bad. 10 plus 5 plus 2, so 17.
17 for gather, and then give me a investigation while you're down there.
Okay.
Your check was what for the 14?
14 for nature.
Okay. Indeed, in the 20-foot vicinity around this ship, everything that was alive on it, the roots themselves were what were giving off that dim light. And that is starting to retreat within the root, and that light is beginning to disappear. Any of the strange kelp that was floating up and swaying begins to stop and limp down and fall onto the deck. Any of the coral that was glowing in its color begins to drain of life and go white and bleach. Any of the other little like growings of barnacles and things like that on the side of the ship suck in. Life does completely retreat as this seed gets taken. What was your investigation?
15.
15. That is exactly the DC
Oh.
to find. There is half of a skull that is. You see the glint of this as you're walking around, rummaging through all of these different slimy and barnacle-y crates, trying to find any materials in this shipwreck that's been here for you do not know how long, but has recently been resurfaced, right? And you see a glint underneath the broken floorboards, and you bend down, pry open one of those floorboards, and you see half of a skull wearing these goggles. The goggles look extremely dirty, but you don't see the rest of any body, just half of a skull.
I'm grabbing the entirety of the skull with the goggles, and I'm putting it in my bag. And if that's all I find, like, is there any scrap metal laying around?
With the gathering check, you do get a whole thing. Let me see.
Okay.
Gather materials. And you rolled very high. You rolled a 17. So go ahead and roll me a D100.
You gotta give me some warning.
Oh, 2 D10s.
I'm just gonna do that. I don't feel like grabbing it. a 26.
26.
I'm gonna tell everyone else, like, while you're doing that.
I don't know how much time we have left on this island. It's all dying. Whatever that is that you have now, it seems like it was powering this island. Kind of like a life force.
Shit.
Now you don't see. I'll say it was pretty much within that 20-foot radius. You see everything immediately happening. Any other conclusion you want to draw would just kind of be assuming from.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Because I guess it's still kind of just slowly like fading right now.
Yeah. That's definitely the assumption I'm making.
We should probably
You
get going.
find a carapace. So, I would say you don't know if it's lobster or if it's crab or what creature it belonged to, but you find from the little chart here one medium carapace. So I don't know what you can do with it, but you find a medium carapace.
I'm gonna, like, as you guys are above deck, and I'm hearing you guys like talk about this, you're gonna see the carapace come up through the side of the ship first, and you're just gonna hear my voice from underneath. Do any of you want this?
Give
We
it
can
to
sell
Willy
it.
Vanilli.
Go waggle it.
I'll take it.
Let go of it.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take it.
And then roll for the crafting components and stuff. Roll another D100
Motherfucker.
and see what you can get for crafting materials.
44.
44 gets you 10 steel ingots,
Ooh.
50 scales,
Of what kind? Does it say?
It doesn't. I'm going to say that it is of some kind of variety of fish.
Fish scales.
Fish scales.
All right.
And then 10 rawhide leather. That is waterlogged. Very
So
waterlogged
it's
leather.
super heavy.
Yeah. And the steel ingots are like, they have some rust on them, and they're going to take some cleaning up.
Cool.
Everything found under here will be a bit, decrepit.
Then
But
I'm gonna grab the rest of the stuff and head up above deck and say, well, if this thing was a life force for this island, we should probably get back to the ship.
you see nothing happening with the bodies of the smaller creatures that you guys killed, other than that slime coming out of the different cuts that you've created in their
Yeah.
bodies.
I was gonna ask if I could check out the bodies. One, like do like an investigation or something. I know that during the first turn you said that I would be able to roll on the gathering table and everything.
Yes.
So,
A D100 then. That's right.
What is 000?
Triple
100.
zeros?
I think that's 100.
Triple zeros is 100.
Yeah, 000.
That's insane. You're only
What?
rolling the extremes, man.
What?
That's
That's-
not 0? No?
No,
I was like,
No.
how do I roll a 0?
because there's no 0 to roll. Those are all that's two tens, which is
I always
100.
do mine 0 through 99, but I don't know. Maybe I'm weird.
Well, with the chart here in the book, there is a 100
Oh,
option,
okay.
which is the rarest thing that you can get from this
Can
table.
I re-roll?
Why?
I don't know. That just seems. It's a first encounter or something.
You rolled 100. You
Okay.
get one uncommon arcane essence, a common divine essence, and one common primal essence,
Okay, hang
which
on.
is worth altogether 235 gold pieces.
So I have one uncommon.
arcane essence.
What do they look like?
That is a great question. Essences can be, I believe they can be different parts of creatures or other different concentrations of magical energy in the world. But since we're under the sea right now, I'll say that the primal essence is some sort of body part of a creature that you don't recognize. You don't know what kind of organ it is, but
So-
it's an organ of a creature.
I have one uncommon arcane essence, one primal.
You have one common primal,
No,
And then-
no, no. So I have one uncommon.
arcane,
Okay.
and then one common primal,
Common. Okay.
and then one common divine. Okay, so for the common primal, it's an organ of a creature. For the uncommon arcane, it's going to be some sort of crystal.
Okay.
And for the common divine essence, it is a portion of a flower petal. Give me a history check
As he
on
does
the
this,
flower.
I just want to say, can we figure out what the heck I got ingredient-wise after the game? Because I'm trying to follow the rules, but it's confusing me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Definitely remind me, because I'll forget.
Do I see him with the flower?
Yeah, you guys are both down there collecting stuff, so.
History.
Given
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
given my dad's history, would it be anything that I would recognize?
No.
Okay.
It would not be.
Okay.
It would not be.
Then I wouldn't do anything.
With a 16, something about this flower petal seems very familiar. You can't put your tongue on it. You don't know what exactly this petal is, but how it looks, something's familiar.
Okay. I keep it all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The light now pretty much ceases to illuminate anything around this area as you finish gathering in here. You'll see it gets so dark you guys need to light a torch in there when you get near the end of all of your gatherings. And you see that light, the last of it within the roots that go down through the ship and who knows how much further into the ground, look like little specks of stars in the branches and roots before they dim and completely go out. And now you are just left with your torchlight and this rotting ship that is dripping on you guys. You don't hear the Sahuagin. You don't hear anything else except the ocean waves.
Can I take the body of one of the creatures with us?
Yeah,
I will do that.
you definitely can. Which one?
The
One that you
lighter-
cut or the one that he ice bombed?
I'm saying ice bombed because I feel like the ice would help preserve it a little bit better.
Okay. You can go ahead and sling it. It's a weird lanky creature, but it's not heavy at all. So it's
Okay.
a little awkward to carry. You won't be able to do anything while carrying it.
Okay.
You like have to drop
it.
you know, but
Okay.
you can carry it for sure.
Okay.
No problem.
And then I want to do, last thing I want to do is perception to see if my assumption that the whole island is dying is correct.
Okay, as you guys walk wherever you go now, you can actively do that for sure.
I would be
Yeah.
flying to perceive the same thing.
Okay.
You're
Copy.
carrying this big old ball now.
Yeah. I got
You
wings.
wanted to do something with the creatures. Were you looking at you were investigating something
Yeah,
about them?
yeah. I want to investigate them, see like composition, see if there's anything
Gotcha.
worth gaining
You
knowledge.
give me nature, arcana, if you want to go magic route, or an investigation into perhaps why it was encased in those coral pillars.
Yes,
What might have
that's
put
what
it
I
there originally. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want. So investigation,
Yep.
19. One die. Hi. 23.
Okay. Wow. Extremely high.
I'm trying to connect all the dots for my Nat 20 history roll. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. You find so there's the freshest wound, which is the birdshot ice blast that has wounded the creature. Examining its body more though, you find older scars along its chest cavity that must have gone deep. You deduce that these scars, whatever incident happened here, is what originally led to this creature's death and had then led to its burial. It looks like something had stabbed this creature a couple of different times. You don't know what kind of blade or what kind of object. Very thin slits, but the scars are very thick.
Okay.
Even after who knows how many years, centuries, millennia, who knows how long this thing has been encapsulated in that pillar, submerged.
Okay.
And you also find, with such a high roll, what looks like the remnants, the faded remnants of tattoos on the creature's body. Underside of its arms, find
Let's
very
sketch 'em
thin
down.
script. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common and another language we haven't gotten to yet.
Okay.
I guess I would just probably, if I was to pick one, I guess I'm gonna go with Celestial. If I was to do it right now.
Okay. Let me see something. Okay, gotcha. So this script you don't recognize in any capacity. And you don't even know if what you're writing down is going to be correct because the tattoos are so faded on the creature's skin. But you can write down everything as best as you can.
Yep.
You can see him doing this, finding these different things on the creature's bodies.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can take a few minutes to do that.
Okay, I'm totally gonna do that. Sketch out the tattoos as well. So.
Okay. All right. You pick the body back up, or bringing it with you, or are you
Yeah.
leaving it? Okay.
Body's coming with.
All right. Got your torches lit, body with you. Some
Flying ahead, massive seed in one arm and a torch in the other, and
Can I yell?
Yeah, you can yell if you want to.
Well, with them, but I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna tell him that I'm gonna come get Drexy to carry this body.
I'm just gonna shake my head and just. Ronus is gonna smile, not just because of him yelling, but more so this sense of freedom. This is the first sense of exploration that he's felt, really, since being out here. All he's known is the forge and taking care of his family's legacy, and he feels excited. He feels free. He has a weird object in his hands, and he doesn't know what it is, and he's happy about it. So,
With this newfound sense of freedom, discovered in a very strange way with this set of circumstances that's happened over the course of the last few hours, you fly forward and give me a perception check with disadvantage into the dark, foggy night that is continuously descending, getting closer and closer to the surface now.
even with torchlight,
It depends. Are you just trying to look right out in front of you, or are you looking very far out? Because right in front of you, within that light, it'll be fine. You can do a normal check.
I can't do both.
I guess we can do what you did earlier, where you roll
One for the.
the close proximity and then disadvantage for the other
Let's
one.
do that.
That's fine.
Okay. So for close proximity, that is going to be a 19 again.
Okay.
For the disadvantage, it's going to be an 11.
Got it. You're trying to see immediately if the rest of the landscape is affected by the grabbing of the seed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't immediately see any like quick spread of the withdrawal of life that you had seen around the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Are you like are you flying close down to the surface and
flying
like right over it with your torch?
Just like above the coral tops. Like just like threading through the tops of the coral.
Okay. Got it. When you get close to a branch of a coral tree as you're flying, what you notice with your perception check is that very quickly life on it will spring to life a little bit more. Any grass will start to sway a bit more. Any type of sea flower or crustacean will bloom just a little bit more when you get close with the seed, and then when you fly away, you look back and it goes back to whatever it was prior, whatever normal state.
Interesting. Okay.
The disappearance of things you don't notice immediately, unless you deduce you might have to travel a little slower to see if that area around the ship begins to spread.
Okay.
From far away, you don't see anything, but you hear a distant flap of wings.
Where is that flap of wings coming from? Like, which direction?
Further along the way in which you guys came from.
Do I see, like, a shadow flying with nothing? Okay.
You don't even hear them getting closer. You just hear the flap of wings and then muffled, like, grunts.
What the fuck?
Sounds a little far away.
Okay.
Would you be our companion?
I don't know. But
You know what? That is what it is. That's what it is, guys. It's what's her face flapping her wings, jealous that she does not have the the ring of jumping, and the old guy grunting and pulling up the rope and breaking his limbs because he wanted to trade a coffin.
You think that's Drexy?
Flapping?
it's coming from behind us, from where we just came from. We're heading towards our ship.
Well, I thought it was coming back from where we came from, like from the beginning of the day.
Yeah, so if you guys left the ship where you crashed and headed further inland, now you're traveling back, you're heading towards the sound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Watch this. Ah!
So you guys are heading the opposite
Okay.
direction of where the Sahuagin ran.
Yes.
He ran off the other way.
Okay, I misunderstood. That's my bad.
But yeah, you're flying straight kind of towards that.
Cool.
How much you want to bet that the old guy has or has not gotten it up onto the deck?
I'll bet you a gold that he found a way to involve the ring of jumping.
I've actually never bet,
We're betting?
so I'll hold the money, but I can't. The numbers, I don't really know who to pay it out.
I bet 2 copper to your 1 gold. So if I win, I get your gold, you get my copper.
And what are you betting?
2 copper.
No, like, what are you betting for?
That's Drexy.
Those are 2 different bets, but I'll take them both. Give me your money.
I'm holding.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
shaking my head and I'm flying off.
I give him the 2 copper.
We'll move on.
Whatever you guys sort your bets. If you're placing
I'm
monies on
not
this.
giving shit to him.
Mel's just like
So,
turning his head, looking at you guys as you're placing
I'm,
your bets.
I'm gonna continue flying.
I give him the pink crustacean. I give Mal the pink crustacean that I have to hold on to.
That could be good fishing bait, actually. All right, yeah, let's go.
Mel will slowly raise it to his eyes, and I like to imagine the perspective of the little crab as it is raised up to just see 2 big lobster eyes. And Mel brings him in really close and clicks a couple times, and with the language you know, he just says, "Hello, brother."
You think this is like what it's like when the gods pick us up and they're like give you special powers or something?
I sure as hell hope not.
He turns it and turns his head with it.
It's not.
And I look back at you and I'm like,
Are you sure?
It's not.
Watch tonight. You're gonna have a dream where you get picked up by a giant. I don't know. Pick an animal. A giant lizard.
Oh,
It's not.
kind of like a giant octopus.
Wait, how much you want to
That's
bet
my
that it's
eyebrow.
gonna be a lizard versus an octopus?
It's not how my father described it to me.
With all due respect, I think I know a little bit more than your father about gods.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Ask me about
This
the
is-
Tharians anytime, bub.
this is gonna get a little bit quiet when talk about God start happening.
Meanwhile, with a nat 20, Mel fastens the crab to his shoulder, frees him, so where his pincers are there. So if Mel gets grappled, the creature will snap at whatever creature grapples Mel. And he seems to be making friends with him, so he's not biting Mel. He's not like clamping at Mel.
What?
But he is like rope
Animal
tied
handling?
him.
Swag
It is a
check.
nat 20 animal handling check.
That's crazy.
Well,
That's
better-
2 nat 20s for Mel this session.
Mel is crazy.
Yeah.
Mel's
Mel's
cracked
crazy.
out.
Mel's actually crazy.
All right. Well, let's.
We call him Mel 20 around here.
Mel 20! And you just hear him, say, like he's clicking to him, "We ride."
All right. Let's go back to this boat.
Okay, you guys begin walking back. The flapping sounds get a little bit louder. If you're staying out in front a little bit from everyone, okay.
Yep.
The flapping sounds get a little bit louder, and you hear the very iconic.
Oh, he's too happy to have failed.
Old man Willie, and you guys hear, since you're on the ground first, you hear the ground. You feel the ground shake a little bit. The closer you get to the ship, and the shaking gets a bit more pronounced, and then you all hear it. Faint crashing down of coral trees. Willie's getting louder, the flaps of the wings getting louder. Through the fog as you're flying, Drexy comes into contact with you, and you guys hit each other because the fog's getting really thick now.
God. Drexy!
We need to go. We need to go that way. We need to go that way now.
What's going
Willie,
on?
and you
Wait.
see he's got the ring of jumping on. He jumps through the fog, and he is jumping away, and you hear the sounds of crashing coming even louder and louder.
Wait.
I told you used the ring!
You're telling me that Willie's not the one chopping down those trees?
The ground shaking
I
a
told you
little bit
it
more.
was dying! Drexy, help me carry this thing!
Hey Mel, I think there's an earthquake.
He drops to the ground.
To the ship, damn it!
And what you see crash through as the fog is getting a little bit thicker, you can still, with the radius of your torch, see in front of you. But to the extent of that radius is kind of where it's getting pretty foggy. And the trees there burst apart as what you can only reference to as a large elk crashes through one of these coral trees. But it is composed of coral, and it has gills on its neck. It has 4 eyes and 4 antlers. Its hooves have the 2 break apart in the hooves, the tracks that you guys saw earlier and veered away from, and it is charging at Drexy and Old Man Willie. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
god.
Mel, this is the weirdest earthquake ever.
I
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
the body before initiative.
Oh yeah.
My initiative is a 6.
I'll do you one better. 6, but I'm lower than you.
Oh, that's 7.
Did you get 7?
No, I got 23.
Okay, let's see if
No, he was making a dumb joke.
If it gets 7, you automatically win the encounter. No. All right.
So was
TPK.
it a 4 or a 1?
TPK.
Huh?
Was it a 4 or a 1?
11.
It was an 11. Oh, okay.
Okay, let's take a quick 5 and refresh ourselves a bit before this combat. Anybody tune in? We're going to take a quick 5 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in thus far. We'll be right back.
Woo!
Okay, we're back, but just to announce, we're actually leaving right now. But you can tune in next Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard, where we will begin our session 3, fighting the giant coral elk on this mysterious, strange island that you named Nis.
Yes, the
Nothing like a cliffhanger.
Nothing like a cliffhanger. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, everyone.
Wait,
It's been a pleasure.
I got the counter. I'm sure I missed a lot of them, but Miles, you have 28 I counted.
Nice.
What is his punishment?
Christian, I'm sure you said it more than this, but I only heard you. I only remembered and struck it one time,
At the beginning.
Wow.
and not even at the beginning. So
That's
maybe
impressive.
2 then.
That's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Stone, you have 10, and 5 of them were from when you were. I don't remember when, and I got 5. I probably also said more but I don't remember to mark them.
You know, I'll take it. 28 is a huge improvement. I said 28 within the first 5 minutes of
Yeah,
last
that's
last
true.
session. So 28
Don't
within 3
worry.
hours.
We'll have the recording to run it back and check too.
Yeah, we'll,
Yeah.
we'll fade it into Palantir AI so they can check all your for us.
Great. Absolutely. I love it. I don't actually. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific, and then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled every other week of doing D&D. We're doing a back-to-back this couple weekends here, but yeah, thanks again.
Thank
We'll see you next weekend.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Do good things. Remember who you are.
No.